Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Number one claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
All right, we are here at Legends Attic in beautiful Claremont, California. We're going to have a conversation with two Cy Young Award winners today. As a matter of fact, Eric Gagne is going to join us before too long. We'll also talk with multiple-time All-Star Shawn Green, who's going to be here. But when we come to Legends Attic, we start, like we always start, with our friend Oral Hershiser.
Oh, man.
Oral, thank you as always for having us out today.
You guys are amazing to come out here to support us. We support you. We have great content, a lot of fun. We usually end up telling stories that we would never tell anywhere else.
Good. I like that. I like that. So let's jump right into it. I mean, last night, was that more the Dodgers couldn't hit, or was that Trey Savage being awesome, or was it both?
I'm glad you asked me baseball. I didn't know where you're going when you said last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's up to you. You can go wherever you'd like.
Oh, my God.
No. What do you
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
over here. Wait, where's your security? I'm touching
They're
him.
around.
I'm
Hey,
touching
watch
Oral.
out.
There
Watch
it
out.
is. I got him. I'm touching him. There
That'll
they
be
are.
a story for
There
They
you
later.
go.
didn't want you to get this close to Oral,
There he
DeMarco.
is.
They
I
wanted
got
to
him.
keep you at
There we
an
go.
arm's length.
No, but he had a
I
hell
think
of
the
a
young man
night.
had an
Yeah.
amazing game.
Yeah.
I think he was completely different than his first outing against the Dodgers. He was able to throw his fastball and get into pitcher's counts. And once he gets into pitcher's counts with his two optical illusion breaking balls, the fork ball / splitter, and his slider that really isn't a slider, it goes straight down like a split, and sometimes it actually backs up, where a normal pitcher with normal grip and normal arm angle, then he throws a slider, it breaks, let's say, it comes in like a fastball, but it has a dot on it where the hitter can recognize the dot. Now it's not a fastball, it's a slider, and then they break, anywhere from 6 inches down to 10 inches down to 6 inches wide to 10, 12, 14 inches wide. And they have a pattern to them, and that's what I'm used to seeing from a right-hander. But this guy throws from such a high arm angle, and it's a misconception to call it an arm angle, because really it's a spine angle. You can't throw over the top and get your arm really close to your ear. Your shoulder wouldn't move very fast because it would start to get impinged. But what you do to get that high up as far as a release point is you tilt your spine, and it brings your arm that is moving at the correct angle to make it go fast and pitch, but you tilt your spine, and it makes it look like you're throwing over the top with a high arm angle.
I guess that makes it hard. So do this for me. Flip it around. What are you seeing from the Dodgers at the plate?
I think we had a combination of guys that are struggling with their swings and a guy that was executing great pitches at the strike zone, at the lower end of the strike zone, and below that strike zone. I think, he got some double play balls when he got into jams. He had some good, solid defense behind him. But these hitters on our team consistently are not playing up to their potential yet. We're still alive. They still have a shot. And hopefully it'll change very quickly. We can still win the World Series with absolutely fantastic pitching and a little bit of offense. But I thought going into this 3-game series, including last night, I thought we'd have to win 1 game with our offense and 1 game with our pitching. But we haven't won that one with our offense yet.
The pitching has been so extraordinary through really the entire postseason, Oral, that it's covered the fact that the offense really, other than the Red Series, it really hasn't clicked. Otani clicked a couple of different times, but the rest of the offense really has. And I know the answer to this, I think, because if anybody knew how to get out of a slump, slumps wouldn't exist.
Right.
But it's just all of a sudden the curtain dropped, because at the end of the season, they were swinging the bats pretty well. They were scoring runs. They were manufacturing runs. And then all of a sudden, Philadelphia, and maybe it was just those 3 left-handers that put everybody in a bad way, but everybody stopped hitting, not named Shohei Otani.
Right, and we saw quality at bats, but some of the guys were hitting the ball hard and hitting it over the fence a few times. If it was Will or it was Teoscar or whoever it was Shohei. But, the consistent length of the lineup and the grinded out at bats and the non-chase, and when you get a mistake, actually hitting it hard and getting a hit, we haven't seen that combination of what makes an offense, intimidating. They are not intimidating right now. You're kind of hoping they get it together
Can you sense
and
that
I
as a
don't
pitcher?
even feel like we're going to get to the intimidating side that we've seen from them.
Yeah.
We just want to get to the average production of, if we can get 5 or 6 runs, it'd be absolutely awesome.
As a pitcher,
miracle.
could you sense that when you know that guys, like, they're just not right now?
Yeah.
I can have my way
How
with
do you
these
know
guys.
when
If
you
I
got
throw
'em? Yeah.
if I throw my pitches, I've got these guys.
Yeah, I explained it on Sportsnet LA with our pre- and post-game show that when I can say to myself as a pitcher after studying a guy's scouting report that he's a bad breaking ball hitter or he will chase the high fastball, the simpler the scouting report is in my mind, that means the hitter's in a bad place.
Mm-hmm.
When I have to say to myself, wow, I need to show this guy away and then bust him in. And then when I throw my breaking ball, I got to prove to him I got to land it. And then once I land it, if I do, I can then throw my chase breaking ball. I've got an equation going on in my head, and I'm planning 2 and 3 and 4 pitches ahead.
Right.
I'm making sure my defender's in the right place. I'm making sure the out is going to go to the correct side of the field for me. I'm making sure I just need a normal out compared to a strikeout. When that's the process for the hitter as he walks up or I've prepared, that's a completely different. One, you're playing chess, and one, you're playing checkers.
Yeah.
The
Right.
hitters you're playing checkers with, I just go, I know if I have my stuff, you're out because I can do this to you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And it's probably the same way in defense and offense in football, you know? Right?
I knew when I had a guy, when he broke the huddle, you could see the resignation on his face. Like he knows he can't block me, and that feels good. Did you ever lock eyes with a guy before he got in the box? Like you just knew?
Oh,
like,
well,
because I would look, if a guy broke the huddle and didn't look at me,
right.
I got him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I started scouting them during batting practice. I would watch them come out of the cage and then go talk to their hitting coaches. The guys who got out of the cage and felt good and didn't even take any practice swings, and I watched their BP, and they were locked in. They didn't need any coaching. But the guys that came out of the cage and maybe hit the top of the cage once or twice and then maybe hit one home run, but then the rest of them, they're fouling off. And then he come out of the cage and they're shaking their head and they're working with their bat and they're talking to their teammate or their hitting coach. I'm scouting them right from then. And I'm watching that video in the locker room, and then I'm scouting them in the on-deck circle if they're working on, like, some new tactic to use their top hand, or they're working on, I got to do this. You know, they're working on a mechanic in the on-deck circle. I'm like, okay, because I studied hitting, so I know when they're doing certain things practicing, I know what they're struggling with.
Right.
And then it also tells you where the barrel they're comfortable with taking the barrel. Are they going to be a low ball hitter today? Are they going to be a high ball hitter today? Are they trying to keep themselves to stay back on off speed? Are they trying to use the weighted bat to get and stay back and use their hands? Then they get in the box. I want to watch how they get in the box because I want to watch their mannerisms. Are they at ease? Are they comfortable? Can I break up that comfort by, buzzing the tower or making them skip rope? Do they look anxious? So I know I'll be a little bit more careful on the first pitch because I know what they're looking, and they don't like a lot of guys don't like to be booed, so they swing early because they get the at-bat over. Like Springer.
Don't like to be booed.
Altuve.
Yeah.
Different guys that come into a Dodger Stadium and get booed.
Oh, it's interesting.
You don't want to continue to get booed, so they don't usually prolong the at-bat. They usually swing in the bat within the first 2 pitches.
Never thought of that.
I never thought of that either. That's fascinating.
Years. Wow.
We're here with Oral Hershiser at Legends Attic. We're going to talk with Eric Gagne today. We're going to talk with Shawn Green today. So, Oral, how many times were you in an elimination game in the postseason as far as the season ends tonight if we don't find a way to win this game?
I remember one, of course, Game 7 against the Mets.
Sure.
To get to the World Series.
Yeah.
I don't remember all of them.
Okay.
I mean, Game 163 with the San Francisco Giants, we had to fly from Colorado to Chicago to play the Cubs in Game 163, and we lost there. But, yeah.
Does it change your mentality at all? Like going into tomorrow night's game, whether it's as a player or Dave Roberts, and just the decision-making that goes in with hey, this is our last game unless we win. Does it change the way you approach hitters? Does it change the way Dave manages bullpens? Does it change the way that you match up in certain situations?
It changes everything. And the main thing it changes in comparison to is a Game 1 of a 7-game series or a Game 1 of a 5-game series. When you're to the actual elimination game, it definitely changes the way you manage. It definitely changes the way you hit. It definitely changes the way you pitch because at 90 feet or an out are just magnified.
Yeah.
And every moment in the game could change the game until the scoreboard changes. But as long as it's 1-0 or 0-0 or 2-1 or 3-2, when it got last night to 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, now you're managing to according to the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And they're managing to have a game 6 and they have a game 7 and they're getting on a plane and they're going home. So there's different then. But it will be different for Toronto managing the game tomorrow, and it'll be different for Dave Roberts, and then it'll be the same for Game 7.
I wonder who would be tighter, defending champs or Toronto. You know, you have.
I don't think it's about tightness right now, but I understand what you're saying of the nerves. I think it's really about we're just not executing, and they are.
Yeah.
They look like the better team, and they have played better.
That's the thing.
They have played better.
Yeah.
They've played a lot better. They pick up ground balls. Yeah. They throw to the right base.
They don't
everything
make mistakes
we want
on the
bases.
Dodgers to do.
They don't strike out a ton.
Yeah.
They're doing all of the things that you would think to win a series that you need to do.
Yeah, we were errorless last night, but
not really though.
But there was probably we gave away,
2 double plays,
3 or 4 bases, probably 2 or 3 outs. We threw 4 wild pitches. The presentation was terrible for an errorless game.
Yeah, you've been since you told me about blocking pitches.
Yeah.
Now I'm just dialed in. Now I see what you mean.
Yeah. When guys are on their knees, it drives me crazy.
The wild pitch from
Henriquez.
Yeah, Henriquez that wasn't Will's fault.
No,
because that was the first pitch I think he's thrown since he's been up here. I don't know, that cut. He not only threw it wild, but it actually went the opposite direction Will was expecting.
What? I have a question. One more. Have you ever got away with a pitch like when you let it go, like you knew?
Shoot, yeah, a zillion of them.
A zillion of them, like you got away with it. Like I can't believe you didn't hit that.
Right. No, there's a saying in baseball that I'm just glad to get that ball back.
Right. Okay. Right.
Because in your mind, when it left your hand, it's supposed to be in the seats.
Yeah. Right.
And if you don't get it back, but the guy didn't get a home run, that means he fouled it straight back, and you still know you made a huge mistake.
That's Vlad. You're not getting those mistakes back. You know what I mean?
No, they did a great job ambushing Snell, and they probably, they knew everybody who analyzed Blake's first game would say he needed to have better fastball command, and you knew he was going to try and establish that. And within 3 pitches, they said, we're going to get a fastball, and we're not coming off of it, and they connected.
I was listening to the broadcast last night on the radio when I was driving home, and Steven Nelson was talking about, and he went through it. I think the first time through the order, all 9 guys swung at either the first or the second pitch.
Wow.
Yeah. Like all 9 guys were hyper aggressive early in the count, and you could see it. They just were on the attack from the very beginning, and it felt like the Dodgers were on their heels from the very beginning.
Well, yeah, when the first pitch leaves the park, you feel like you're on your heels for sure. But and then the third pitch is out of the park too. You feel like you're on your heels, and he did an outstanding job. He pitched really well. If he gets a little better defense behind him and Teoscar decides to pull up and let that be a single instead of trying to catch it, and it turns into a triple, then after that you get the sac fly, and now the scoreboard starts to spread out a little bit because the offense is really, other than Kike's home run, barely had a hit right there. And so, the game started to get away from what looked like it's Blake's fault a little bit, but it was a team loss.
So your name came up quite a bit after Game 2 because Yamamoto threw a complete game for the second consecutive time. Is the last person to have done that for the Dodgers was you in the postseason. Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems absurd to even ask the question: can he throw another 9 innings tomorrow night? Is that even in the cards?
He will.
You expect him to?
He's going to throw another shutout. Yeah, because I did, and I told him when we did our photo session that, hey, you need 1 more. I had 3. and I said, if you do 1 more, we're going to win the World Series just like we did my year.
Yeah.
Okay? So go do it.
What was his response?
Oh, he smiled and pretended like he didn't speak English. And then I brought his interpreter over, and I said, tell him this. And Yamamoto goes, no, I know.
I got it. That's one of my favorite things. I remember when I was first getting started doing this, when Hideo Nomo was pitching for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And going into the Dodger clubhouse when he was there and listening to him talk to his teammates in English.
Yeah.
And then when you would try to ask a question, I don't speak English.
Yep.
I just want those guys to be confident and go out and be themselves because and be loose. And we were a loose team in '88. These guys were probably a loose team in 2020. They were a loose team last year when they won it, and and they were, they're not like us, or the saying they used. And
Yeah.
now it's like losing is not an alternative, or whatever saying they're using now. I mean, I'm going to tell you that we were very confident and having a lot of fun that the guy who was singing the national anthem in Oakland was the guy who sang "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Oh, Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby
Yeah.
McFerrin.
Yeah.
So I was out the day before I was going to pitch the last game of what became the last game of the World Series, and there was a T-shirt manufacturer on the side of the little kiosk, and I had him make a T-shirt, and I didn't let anybody see what I had him make. And then when the media left the clubhouse, and I started to get into my pregame regimen with the teammates all getting dressed and doing their thing, I put this T-shirt on, and I walked around the clubhouse. I walked in the food room. I walked in the manager's office. I walked in the training room. And my T-shirt said, "Don't worry, I'm pitching."
I love that.
I like that.
There you go.
I like that.
Swag. I love that.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
So I just was
Don't
telling the
worry, I'm
team,
pitching.
like, everybody be loose.
I like
We're
it.
going to figure this out, and I'll take the heat.
Does Yamamoto have a little of that energy in him? That guys, I'm here.
I'm hoping
I got this.
I hope they fantasize that they are all locked in and having a blast, and they are the ones that are outplaying the opposing team, and take that attitude. Because I'll tell you, it is so much easier to perform when you feel like you're on a roll, or you are on a roll.
Absolutely.
Or you put yourself in that mindset, than to feel like it's tension, it's pressure. I could be the GOAT, instead of the hero. It's execution thinking is way better than result thinking.
What
Play like you've already gained momentum.
Yeah. Hard to fake it though, too.
Or
at the same time.
play like everything you're worried about has already happened.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of outings in the big leagues where I worried about something, and then it happens.
Right.
And then I start throwing the ball like I got nothing to lose now, and I'm like, where was that before?
Weird, right? The mind. Yep.
What would you say to Mookie Betts? What does Dave Roberts say to Mookie Betts, who's a Hall of Fame
Right
player?
field is that way.
And shortstop, he's amazing. He's going to win a Gold Glove.
What do you tell him when he is scuffling quite like that? I know he had a rough year.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't a Mookie type of year, but it's like if they're going to win 2 games
If
in
I was
a row.
Mookie's teammate right now, just in watching what we have, and I don't have to be around him for another 365 or whatever next year, and I would say this to him. I would say, play like your hair's on fire, and I don't care what happened yesterday, because we saw what he went through for almost 2.5 months in that slump, and we saw it kind of show up in his interviews. We saw it kind of show up in body language, and I don't like right now when I listen to his interviews, or when I listen, there's just something about it that's reminding me of that slump. And what he said to come out of the slump was, today I'm just going to do something to help the team.
Yes, I give up. Yeah.
And so who cares? We're in the World Series. Whatever fantasy or mindset you need to get you in a place where you know I am better off in this mindset than I am in this one, you got to pull that lever.
They got to pull the lever tonight. You got to pull it tonight, so they're ready to go tomorrow. Oral, as always, thanks for having us out. We'll catch up with you a little bit later on today as well.
Wait, hold on. Where's the security? I got him.
Yeah.
There he is. See,
I'm getting out of my car.
Look, right there.
Kind of toot my horn. I let my security guys, who are absolutely amazing, they're current police officers, maybe one ex-police officer. I'm getting out of my car. This guy, this large man, is walking towards me and kind of waving like oral, and it sounds like he's wanting an autograph or something. And
He squared off.
He's probably 350 pounds and probably played.
Wow. He gave you a little extra there.
260 pounds and cut, and 2 guys had to go out and stop
Once
him.
I realized this is his
And then he
security.
gives me a big hug.
But I'm like, Oral, tell him he just pretended like he didn't
I'm
see
not
me.
trying to make you feel any better. or
There
worse.
was a
I just
glare
want
in
you
my
to know,
eyes. I couldn't tell it was
this
you.
guy here hasn't taken his eye off you the entire
I know
time.
the whole time. Look to your right.
Look
to your right.
There you
See,
go.
yes.
They've both been locked in on DeMarco Farr the entire time. Thanks,
Yes.
Oral. We're going to have Eric Gagne coming up in a little bit. We're going to have Shawn Green coming up in a little bit, live from Legends Attic and First Pitch with Greg Bergman, also right around the corner. Let me tell you about my friend Joseph S. Normand and Normand Legal, right? If you've been involved in an accident, you know what happens, right? It's scary. It's confusing. There's so many things happening so quickly, and the insurance company, they're going to want to get to you as quickly as they possibly can and wrap the whole thing up, because they are not interested in making sure to make you whole. They want to make sure they don't have to spend any of their own money. That's why you got to call Joe, 213-747-1414. 1234. Joe has been doing this for years. He's collected millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts, and he knows how the insurance company operates. He knows how the legal system works, and he's going to make sure that you get what you are entitled to. 213-747-1234. Easy to remember. 213-747-1234. And, of course, you can go online at normandlegal.com. And whether you call or go on, make sure they know that Travis sent you in.
And it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Lever up your game day experience. Enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets to watch World Series Game 6 at Cosm. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 7 to win a pair of GA tickets to watch Dodgers versus Blue Jays at Cosm, Los Angeles, tomorrow, October 31st. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com or Cosm mobile app. Listen all day for your chance to win, only with 710.
People are good. For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
California engagement, November 21st.
Good times.
This is the Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
Fresh off of their bye and a big victory in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Rams are back on the field in Week 9 of the NFL season at SoFi Stadium against the visiting New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints will be running out yet another starting quarterback. How about this? Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, but rather the 9th starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints since the 2021 season. You heard me right, 9 starting quarterbacks since 2021. Tyler Shuck, the latest to get the football for the New Orleans Saints, and he's going to have to do it against one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. The Rams giving up fewer than 17 points per game so far this season, in large part because Byron Young has been getting after quarterbacks, so Tyler Shuck is going to have to deal with that. The Rams just giving up 1 touchdown in their last 27 offensive drives against that incredible Rams defense. With Thursday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
The Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report, driven by your Southern California Kia dealers.
Orgavadazona? Is that a word? In the new 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together, so you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Vodka, America's #1 potato vodka. Smooth, creamy, no burn, made from non-GMO potatoes and gluten-free with no added sugar, just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Hey fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
They told me you used to be hip, Trev.
Used to be.
Yeah, that's
What do you mean?
they said. Like sweet tea used to be hip. Like you can get down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
I'm pretty comfortable wherever I need to be comfortable.
You should take him to the club.
Back to the guys.
Legends Attic today, getting ready to talk to Eric Gagne and Shawn Green. Just had a great conversation with Oral Hershiser, Legends Attic in Claremont. If you haven't seen this place, you got to come out and check it out.
Yes.
It's absolutely amazing. We're here today, but DeMarco, on Sunday, football fans, the Rams Toyota Countdown to Kickoff is live from Cosm. You can join myself and Sua live from the hall at Cosm. You can feel the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays. Enjoy local food, craft cocktails, and beers, and get game day ready with us. Plus, you get free hall entry when you show your SoFi Stadium ticket, so do not miss out. Learn more at Cosm.com.
So you know the Niners are the Rams' biggest rival, right? There's
Yes.
a hatred there. Right
Yes.
under there is the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
It
you
goes
talked
back
about
a
that.
long way. Absolutely goes
Yeah.
back a long way. Yeah, there's a
We're in
lot
the
of
same
bad
division
blood.
for a long time.
Yeah, this is like the kid that used to fight on your block.
Yeah.
And then he moved away.
He's
Right.
still fighting when
But
you
every
see
time
him.
you see him at the mall, it's on again. There you go. Right.
All right, you heard that voice. That, of course, is Greg. It's time for a little first pitch. And, Greg, we just kind of broke the whole thing down with Oral a little bit. Where is your, I don't know if I want to use the word confidence, but optimism, hopefulness? What are the emotions, Greg?
So I'm very confident. So I think we talked about it yesterday. We said that it didn't matter who won this game. The Dodgers won. The Blue Jays were not out of it. If the Blue Jays won, the Dodgers were not out of it. If I had somebody to choose to be in Game 6, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and he's somebody. And once you get to a game, if he can win this one, you can get a couple runs in there somehow, and then you can.
That would help.
Yeah, you get Yamamoto. If you can get through that game, Game 7 is a crapshoot. Anything can happen, and whatever happens there is the winner. So I think this very well could and will go 7 games.
Let me say this. First of all, hi, Greg.
Hi, DeMarco. You know DeMarco real fast.
Second of all, I like you.
I love you. I love you.
Third
You're a
of
great
all,
guy.
I don't believe a word you just said. That you're not nervous, you're not concerned, all this stuff, because I get you with Yamamoto. I think he's going to pitch his butt off. You have no idea what you're going to do at the plate, and you know that.
Sure. So the other part of this is, like, if it was anybody else on the mound, including Blake Snell, or Glasnow, or even Otani, if it was anybody else on the mound, I might feel a little bit worse. But with the Yamamoto on the mound, in every big game situation that he's put himself in, he has been amazing. Amazing. So
He has, and I don't doubt that he will be very, very good again. And I don't know if you got a chance to hear Oral, Greg, but Oral just called a shot. He thinks he's going to pitch 9 innings again. He thinks he's going to do another CG to make it 3 in a row.
I heard that, and I want to be like Oral Hershiser one day. By the way, if I could have guys like protecting me when DeMarco comes calling after me. Hey, Greg,
well, DeMarco's a troublemaker.
Greg, they squared up, bro, with sunglasses on. It was on.
Yeah, they were
I
scared.
wish I could be like Oral.
They were ready to engage from the very beginning for sure. I'm kind of in between what you're saying, Greg. I am not without hope, but I am not optimistic, if that makes sense. There's a path to winning these games for sure, and the path is the one that you described. But I think that DeMarco said the most important thing, which is, Greg, they haven't hit in 3 weeks.
No, it's bad.
You know, it's not like they had a bad couple of nights.
Yeah.
They've had a bad month, really, and the pitching has covered it to the point where this is crazy. You ready? They're 11-4 in the playoffs, and they haven't hit at all. But they finally ran into a team that grinds runs, that catches ground balls, that doesn't make mistakes, that doesn't strike out a ton, and they're just putting all of and the Dodgers haven't responded to it yet. Now, can they? Sure. Of course they can. If Mookie Betts hit a pair of home runs, it's not like it's Mookie Betts. Of course he could hit a pair of home runs. But when everybody's as cold as they've been, it's hard to be optimistic. I'm hopeful, but the optimism, I think, has left the building.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think a lot of it is I just have to speak it into existence for my own sanity.
Sure, I get it.
It's like, so I have to believe, otherwise it's all over in my mind. So I very much truly do. And I think I'm not saying that they're going to come out and score 10 runs. I just think that
they don't need to. They got to score 5.
Yeah, it's 5. And so I think that is something that can happen. I mean, they have lost. The last time that they were in a situation like this was the NLDS against San Diego. They were down 2-1, and they came back and won a bullpen game and then won that series on the backs of Yamamoto once again. So, or was it Bueller? I forgot which one it was. But either way, then they went on their run. So they can come back from a deficit. It's not like this team can't do it. And this is basically the same team. I think there's little things that they have to do differently. I think there's some things that I don't know. What do you think, Trav? Do they go back to what their lineup was originally, or do you fix it even more?
I'd shuffle it again. I think Rojas has to play.
100%. So, okay. But are you going, how crazy are you going to go? Like, Rojas, to me, Rojas is at second base, and Edman is in center field. This is do or die. You need him out there no matter what. That has to happen. But with the lineup itself, you moved Mookie to 3. Do you move Mookie back to 2, or do you move him to, like, 9 and have him as a secondary leadoff hitter?
What would I do, or what do I think they're going to do?
No.
Because
they're not going to do – I think they go back to him at 2. What would you do?
I would put him at 6 or 7.
Yeah. So,
he's not hitting at all, Greg. Like, it's one of those things, like, in the middle of the season, I can literally – and we saw it – I can wait a couple of months for you to figure this out. Like, literally, I can give you months to continue. Like, it's Mookie. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. They got to win tomorrow. And he's not hitting. And I cannot bet that it's going to start tomorrow. If it does, great. But I think you have to figure out, first of all, there's not a lot of better options at this point. I would maybe leave Otani where he is. I think if you got Mookie a little bit further down in the order, if it were one thing like, Will Smith's tearing the cut, he's not. No one's really hitting.
What about Mason's idea? What about Mason's idea?
What's that?
I hate it.
Why do you hate batting Mookie leadoff?
Because you need your best hitter at the top of the lineup, and that is Shohei Otani. You need this. You need some to be afraid of when the lineup turns over that Shohei is right there. So if something happens, let's say it's the top of the ninth inning, and it's a 1-1 game, or you're even down 2-1, and you happen to get the number 9 hitter on the bat. Do you want Mookie at the plate, or do you want Shohei Otani? This is
Shohei, but
right. You want Shohei to get as many at bats as possible, and if that lineup turns over with 2 outs or even whatever it is, you want Shohei in that spot.
It's going to have to be maybe not all of them, but 3 or 4 guys are going to have to show up and get hits. And whether that's Freddie, whether that's Muncy, whether that's Edman or Teo or Betts or whoever, you can't try to place Otani where he's going to do Otani's going to do Otani stuff. He's Otani, but it's everyone else around him that has gone AWOL.
So
it's crazy to me.
You'd still bat him leadoff?
I would.
Yeah.
For the same reason that Greg said. And he needs to hit the most. And the guy that hits the most bats first.
Right. 100%.
But what if it unlocks Mookie, though?
I can't.
Still get Otani.
I can't, there's no time.
I know.
There's no time. I have to do this today, and Mookie is not as important as making sure that Shohei gets more at bats.
He's 3 for 23 in this series, and he hasn't been good when everybody else was against Cincinnati, and everybody was good against Cincinnati.
What do you do if Yamamoto is good but is clearly laboring later in the game? Like, let's paint a scenario here where the Dodgers have a couple-run lead. Okay, I'd say it's 4-2. It's the 7th inning, and his tank is on E. He's got nothing left. Who do you go to?
So it's all hands on deck, right? So you have to start thinking about going to either probably Glasnow because he's the most fresh, and then try to figure it out. And it's because if you can get Glasnow through the rest of that, and then hope that you hold that lead for 4-2, and then you start Shohei on Saturday. So I think I go Glasnow there. Who do you go?
Okay, I don't hate that. But here's what I would. I think whenever Yamamoto is done, whether that is the 5th inning, 6th inning, assuming you have the lead or the game is tied, or even if you're a run behind, okay, it has to be Sasaki, and no matter where the game is.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Because and just you ride him until he's done. And then you figure out who goes there. Because I think if you can win tomorrow, I think you can cobble something together between Glasnow and Otani to cover most of the game tomorrow. But if Sasaki comes in and he's off, right, and I'm talking maybe a batter or two, and you can tell that he's not sharp, you got to go. I guess you can't go get him after. You'd have to be 3 at least. But you go get him as quickly as you possibly can, because none of those other guys that we've talked about can see the field in these next couple of games.
Yeah.
They just can't.
No, none of those guys. It has to be starters only. We're back to the piggyback plan at this point. You can only go starters at this point. But how far do you let Yamamoto go? Because I don't. There's no.
As far as he can go.
Right. But I trust him in almost every situation right now. That if he has bases loaded and nobody out, I believe he can get out of it. But he's the only one I believe he can get out of it.
Empty the bucket.
Yeah.
Go until the tank's dry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I let him go.
But the tank, I hear what you guys are saying, and I don't disagree. The tank may be dry in the 5th inning.
Oh, I know.
It could.
Yeah,
It
that's
could.
what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm going until the tank dries.
Yes.
I like what you're saying, Trav. I like the Sasaki right after him, and then let him go as long as he can go. I think that is probably the better of the options. I was thinking about who was the starter behind it, so I actually like the Sasaki side better.
Yeah, because look, there's a world, we've seen him pitch 3 innings in a game. There's a world that exists where he could get you through 3, maybe if you absolutely had to mash the gas through 4. And obviously he's done for tomorrow, but worry about or Saturday. Worry about Saturday on Saturday. You've got to win Friday.
Yeah, you just have to get to Saturday, and then you just kind of figure it out from there. I mean, maybe Will Klein is a huge part of Saturday again. Like it does. You have to just go with what you got. You empty everybody out tomorrow because you need to get there.
YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, the NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN. I know we talked about this at the beginning, like the feeling of it all. I really think that if Yamamoto is Yamamoto, they win the World Series. I think that if he's something less than basically perfect tomorrow, we're going to have a very sad show on Monday.
Speaking of that, how was Chris this morning?
He was
ecstatic, I'm sure.
No, he was a little more. We made a bet. We made we have a gentleman's bet. It's not even a gentleman's bet. We have made an actual bet. So if the Dodgers win, I get every single piece of his Dodger gear, and he's never allowed to wear Dodger gear again.
Oh,
Perfect.
my God,
Great
really?
Bet. Yeah. Great bet by you.
Great bet.
Well done.
I like that.
Well done. He'll just go to Dick's and buy
If the Dodgers lose, I have to wear a Blue Jays hat on Monday.
That's not. I mean, that's
okay.
Great, but
that's a good
right.
bet.
It
That's a good bet,
and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But
pulling for you, my friend.
I'm taking all of his Dodger gear. Your Dodger fake fandom is gone. It's gone.
Good for you. That is a good bet.
That's a good bet.
Hey, Greg, let me ask you an important question.
What is that?
Who brought us first pitch today?
Oh, first pitch is brought to you by Jim Beam. And what does Dodger baseball and Jim Beam have in common? Both are better when joined with others. I should have waited for you. Want to try it again?
Yeah.
Oh.
What does Dodger baseball and Jim Beam have in common, Trav?
Tell me, Greg.
Both are better when enjoyed with others. Jim Beam, people are good for you. Official bourbon of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2025, James B. Beam. Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart, DeMarco. Drink smart today.
What don't Jim Beam and the Dodgers have in common? Jim Beam hits.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's
Jim
pretty
Beam
good.
hits
Like, I
every
hate your guts
single-
for saying it, but that's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good.
Can you find a way for me to be just like Oral Hershiser one day?
I will do my very best, but I think you're out of luck, my friend. Speaking of Cy Young Award winners, we've got another one coming up next. Eric Gagne is going to join us right here at Legends Attic in Claremont. We're still going to talk with multiple-time All-Star Shawn Green as well. It is all coming up on the DeMarco and Trav afternoon show on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, don't face your insurance company alone. For over 20 years, Avner Gadd has helped homeowners across Southern California fight back when insurers delay, deny, or underpay. From unlivable homes to pushy contractors, don't let fine print or insurance games decide your future.
People are good.
Call 818
For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Get together with friends. Jim Beam. People are good for you. Official bourbon of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2025 James B. Beam Distilling Company. Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy Shots are bringing the flavor and the energy. One of my personal favorites, Strawberry Banana, is giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for you. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce coffee, but zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Get ready, SoCal. The ultimate entertainment destination is opening November 13th. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 minutes south of Bakersfield. Less drive time means more playtime with 24/7 gaming action, unforgettable dining, and live entertainment. It's the new hotspot for ESPN LA fans. Whether you're celebrating a big win or just soaking in that Hard Rock energy, don't miss it. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, opening November 13th. This is how SoCal plays.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on this.
Let me be very, very clear.
Yes,
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Normally, I would say that you are all trolling me with a little Welcome to the Jungle, because in my previous life, we were, of course, a little Welcome to the Jungle centric when I was working on the Jim Rome show. But, of course, Welcome to the Jungle has multiple meanings. It's not one of the great rock anthems of all time. It's also none other than the entrance song for the one and only Eric Gagne.
It's Eric Gagne.
Who joins us
What's
right
up?
here. Eric, if I can hand you that right
there. There you go.
Game over Gagne joining us right here. That still get you going when you hear that music? Does that still feel, I got a little hair standing up?
Goosebumps. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I still remember every single emotion that I've had going through my body, so it's pretty special.
So if you're driving around and you're in your car and that comes on, do you feel like, okay, I'm supposed to go in and pitch right now? Like,
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I try to get ready a little bit. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've had nothing but great memories, so just being here, part of this, it's unbelievable. Being back in L.A.
Sure.
The playoffs, you can't ask any more than that.
I need the glasses. I need the goggles. I need the stats.
I got glasses, but
I need the whole nine. I mean, does that get you charged up? I mean, you guys, baseball players, athletes in general, try to stay even keel, but I mean, how can you not be jacked up coming out the smoke. Yeah,
especially with all the memories. I mean, that's basically going every single day, getting ready to go for the fans. That's what it's all about. I mean, just feeling that energy. Everybody's excited about me going in. It's unbelievable. Always have great memories.
One of the coolest nicknames, Game Over. There was nothing better. Did you feel that way when you took the mound?
Sometimes you got doubts, but when you go out there and the fans cheer you up, it's pretty cool. So, of course, I mean, sometimes you doubt yourself, but when you go out there, try to do your job the best you can, and just trying to keep the save for the team. So.
The 2003 Cy Young Award winner, Eric Gagne, joining us here on the DeMarco and Trav show. And like DeMarco just said, Eric, that, baseball players in particular, don't get too high, don't get too low, kind of live in the middle right here, right? You got 162 of these things that you got to get through every single season. You're a closer. You got to get high, right? Like you got to get pumped up, and maybe the second the game's over, you got to let it go. But could you stay in the middle as a closer, or when you'd hear the music, you'd see the fans? You made people stay to the ninth inning at a Dodger game. That never happens. And then all of a sudden, you come out there and you're breathing fire, ready to go. Do you have to get up to that high level?
As a hockey player, I'm an emotional person, and of course, Orioles always taught me be even keel and everything else as a starter. So for me to be a closer, to go in that role, it really fit my personality a lot better. And of course, I want to feed off the energy, and that's kind of me. That's the way I do it. That's probably why I wasn't a good starter. So it's always been amazing for me just to go out there with the fans and just the emotions.
So you see Roki Sasaki is kind of doing what you did. You came up to the big leagues as a starting pitcher, and they found a role for you in the bullpen, and then the next thing you know, you're winning the Cy Young as a closer, 84 saves in a row, still a Major League Baseball record. But that transition from, all right, I have to go out there, and I need to try to pitch my team into the 6th or 7th inning, and I need to mix my pitches. I need to find, and then the difference of I'm going to empty the tank every other night. Take me through the adjustments of what that is and what Roki Sasaki might be going through right now trying to make that similar adjustment.
I mean, especially in the playoffs. I mean, you're talking completely different. For me, I was in spring training, so I was able to get my body used to it. That's one thing. But mentally, I think it really, like I said, I'm a hockey player. I'm a guy that loves playing on emotions. I really go out there and I leave everything on the table for me to be able to perform that way. And it was a little bit of transition, but for me, it just fit my personality. And, of course, the routine is a little differently. As a starter, you can go out there. You have 4 or 5 days to get to your routine going. Yeah. As a closer, you just kind of put your body back together every single day. So that was a little hard for that, but I loved it. That's kind of what I live for. And for me to have the responsibility to preserve or win for my team, that's what it's all about.
Hockey guy, visor, no visor. Which one are you?
I'm a no visor guy, but but I didn't play high level enough to even say that.
Okay,
but it's just
it's a mindset though.
We do judge a lot of people
just to make sure.
The Euros wear the visors. The Canadians don't wear the visors.
Trying to see world-class stick man.
Yeah.
Second of all, looking good, bro. Look at you. I mean, my goodness, right? I mean, I'm like, is that him? I thought.
Trying.
How much weight have you lost?
I've lost about 30 or 40 pounds, but like we talked about, I mean, when you go out there as a closer, your body, pays the price. So I had to do this. I had a bad back, so I just decided to get in shape. And, of course, you don't travel a lot. You got good meals. My wife makes amazing meals, so I stay healthy. I try to stay healthy.
It's better on the healthy side. The current Dodgers, on the ropes, man. I mean, do or die time. I mean, how would you feel if you were in that locker room, that clubhouse right now?
I wouldn't. That's why they're there. That's what there's 6 or 7 Hall of Fames on that team. They're not panicking. That's what Dave Roberts does so well. I mean, they know how good they are. I don't think there's going to be any panic. I mean, if I was the Toronto Blue Jays, I would just be, keep doing what you're doing. They're doing really good. They're playing really well as a team combined together. But I mean, it's the Dodgers. You never know. You never count them out, and it's going to be hard in Toronto. But I think they're up for the challenge, and it's going to be very interesting because I think that's the best World Series I've ever seen. I think right now.
It's been fun. Yeah.
10-year Major League veteran Eric Gagne, the 2003 Cy Young Award winner, joining us here on the DeMarco and Trav show. And you mentioned Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts was a teammate of yours, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So you were playing together at the same time. When you saw him, you're like, okay, that's one of those guys that's going to be around baseball forever. He's going to end up managing a team because you mentioned 6 or 7 Hall of Fame. Dave Roberts is going to the Hall of Fame as a manager.
100%.
I mean, he's got the highest winning percentage of all time. He's been to 5 World Series as a manager. He's won at least 2. We'll see what happens over the course of the next couple of games. We'll see what happens over the course of the next several years. But he's going to the Hall of Fame as a manager. Could you see those traits in him when you were a teammate?
I mean, you see guys on I don't want to say bench guys or support cast, but these guys sit there and really analyze the game. I think Dave Roberts, he was behind Ken often. He's he was on the bench a lot more than superstars.
Yeah.
So I think he understands how hard the game is. And those guys like him, Alex Cora, they know how hard the game is. And they really, really understand what it takes to play 162 days and really understand comfort and confidence. And that's what he does so well. I mean, he's managing superstars, and it's not that easy. There's a lot of egos in that dugout, in that clubhouse, in that dugout. A lot of money being paid, a lot of expectations. And he's doing amazing, and that's what it's all about. I mean, understand what you have on, as a team, but how do you get the best out of each player as a team, and that's what he does.
You have a favorite pitcher out of the starting rotation? I mean, I think we got the best one going tomorrow in Toronto. Yamamoto's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. He's been so clutch, and that's why you pay the big bucks for these guys. And it's one thing to expect that, but he's doing it. It's pretty impressive, and the way he's doing it is unbelievable. I didn't watch him that much this year, so I haven't really had a chance to understand what kind of pitcher he was. But to see him in the playoffs perform on that stage, it's very impressive. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's why the Dodgers are so dominant. They have 4 or 5 starters that would be number 1 starters anywhere, and then it's impressive to watch, and it's a joy to be able to witness that, because you got a guy like Otani. Just the team that they put on the field every year is very impressive.
Pitching is good deodorant, right?
It comes
up a lot of stink, doesn't it?
We were talking about the Dodgers not hitting the last couple of nights. Dodgers haven't hit in a month. Like they really haven't. Otani has, but the rest of the team really has been pretty quiet. But that starting pitching has been so extraordinary that it covers a whole bunch of sins along the way. I'm going to have you tell a story. I watched it again on YouTube today. It's one of my favorite stories. You were talking with A.J. Przinsky. This is when you were at the peak of your powers.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Bonds is at the peak of his. And you guys made an agreement going into a game where you said, if the situation lines up, I'm going to come at you with fastballs.
Yes, exactly that, in Japan. So he was always talking smack. He was always, nobody faces me, and I get it. It's amazing.
Why would
this
you?
guy, exactly. I'm supposed to save games. I'm not here for egos and anything else. But he challenged me. He goes, you know what, Gagne? And his voice is very high pitch. So he just challenged me. He goes, you know what, if we have a chance, I'm like, I'll face you. But I'm not going to do it in a safe situation. If I have 3-run lead or something like that, I might be able to do this. So I think a year and a half later, I came up and I looked at him. I wasn't sure if the deal was on.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm like, we can't say the word bet.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's bad.
The agreement.
Dump that.
The agreement. Yes. There's no bet. I promise.
Yeah, the agreement. Sure.
So I just came up. I looked at him, and I thought I was hoping he'd remember. Maybe I was hoping not to remember. So I came up, and he looks at me, and the first couple pitches, I threw a curveball in there. So that's the one little wrinkle I threw in. It was no changeup. The deal was no changeup.
Okay.
So he looked at me, and he really stared at me after the curveball. And I'm like, okay, now it's on. So I know he knows, and I know, and we both agreed that. And then I was after that, and I gave everything I got. It was unbelievable because I came out of this game, even though he hit 2 home runs off of me that at bat, I came off. It was literally the best time. Like you said, he was on top of his career.
Yeah.
I was on top of my career. And for me, as a French-Canadian guy, I wanted to be a hockey player to face this guy.
Yes.
That's
what we pay for
so
right there.
Take me through this. It was either the pitch before the home run to center field. Maybe it was a couple of pitches before. You throw him an inside fastball that he turns on, and he hits it, and now it's 100 feet foul. But it's also about 600 feet into the water.
Exactly.
At that point, you're like, blank the agreement, I'm throwing a changeup.
I wanted to so bad.
Yeah.
And that's when you see Paul LaDuca. I shook him like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, no. He didn't know. Nobody knew except me and him.
Okay.
And everybody in the stands were standing, and everybody in the dugout, the players were all standing up. So I'm like, hey, let's go. And then he beat me. I almost got Alex Cora at second base. He hit it so hard, and the ball was just, it just took off, especially in San Francisco. What he's done in this career is unreal.
Amazing.
Can you do me a favor? Hold on. Just pretend like you're closing me out.
You want the look?
I want to see what that looks like.
All right, so DeMarco's
I can't put myself in that
60 feet,
situation.
6 inches. Let me get a... Yeah.
Well, I can't see anything, so I'm not sure where the ball is going.
So that's not scary at all. A guy that throws 100 miles an hour doesn't know where the ball's going. Like when you look at a guy like Yamamoto, right? And Yamamoto's not a big man. He's what is he, 5'10", maybe not 5'10".
Oh my God!
Nice catch! Wow.
Oral's throwing
breaking ball. See,
he's got
no
great
change
location.
up.
Of course, he can't throw anything straight.
When you see a guy like that, a little guy like that, able to throw 100 miles, you throw 100 miles an hour. But when you see guys like that can generate that kind of power out of that body, how is he doing that?
I mean, now with all the technology they have and all the coaching stuff and all this, the cameras and everything they do, he's got perfect mechanics. I mean, his weight transfer balance is unbelievable. He gets every single ounce of his energy into those fingers, and it's pretty impressive to watch. I mean, these guys now, they're a lot better than we were. I mean, we knew how to pitch. We
Velocity
understood the
just keeps
game.
getting more
But
and
this,
more.
the stuff they throw out there, everybody's throwing 100 miles an hour. Well, you can argue about the control and stuff like that, but their stuff is unbelievable. It's electric.
If you were given the order, empty the tank, literally as every pitch, max.
I did.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was all out.
Okay.
So it's like
okay, because I just you see so many guys now, starting pitchers pitch like that from the first pitch of the first inning, and it's such a different way to go about it. But as a closer, I guess that's
for me. I wasn't able to do that. I mean, I tried to learn from Morrill a lot. I mean, he was out there controlling his body, understanding what to do, and he moved the ball really well. I couldn't really do that as a starter and repeat my delivery. I was an all-out guy, and my delivery got better the harder I tried to throw.
Oh, okay.
And that's just, everybody's different. There's no right way or wrong way. It's just however you can repeat your delivery, and that, for me as a closer, fit my mentality, fit my body, fit my movement a little bit better, and I was an all-out guy.
Even from that little distance, it was a little scary.
Yeah.
The way he leaned
Well, I
in.
saw the way that Oral threw one at you, and the way that you kind of rolled makes me a little suspect.
I caught the first one. I didn't see the second one. You tapped me. See, you made me uncomfortable. That's what you do. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Eric, it was a real pleasure. Thank
you.
you so much for coming out and spending
Thank
a
you
few
so
minutes
much.
with us.
Nice to meet you. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Yeah, very nice to meet you.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys. Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Oral Hershiser is going to jump in with us as well. Is Eric going to stay with us? Oh,
he's going to stay.
Another
Come on.
segment with Eric.
There we go.
You thought you got out of
Let
here
me sit down.
with
There we
just
go.
one, right? You can throw change-ups at us in
Come
the
on.
segment. We'll do that as
There you
well.
go.
That's coming up. Let me remind you that it is a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Level up your game day experience. Enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets to watch World Series Game 6 at Cosm. Call 877-710-ESPN. Call right now, and caller number 7 will win a pair of general admission tickets to watch the Dodgers and Jays at Cosm Los Angeles tomorrow, October 31st. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. Listen all day for your chance to win only with 710.
Your Lakers.
They get it into Reeves. Here we go. This is your game.
Your season. Your home.
Reeves gets loose. Runner in the lane. Good! At the buzzer! The Lakers win it on Austin Reeves. Running bucket at the buzzer. He did it again.
Follow Austin Reeves, the Lakers, and every thrilling moment of the Lake Show.
Reeves continues to come up big when the game is on the line.
On the home of the purple and gold.
ESPN LA.
What does Dodger baseball and Jim Beam have in common? Both are better when enjoyed with others. So grab a bottle and get together with friends. Jim Beam. People are good for you. Official bourbon of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2025.
People are good. For laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good. For you, Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
how much bigger Sandy Koufax's hands were bigger than ours.
Oh, really?
He had a whole nother knuckle above us.
Wow.
And he could take the baseball and actually touch all 5.
Oh, his
lower
curveball.
fingers.
Oh, you got big hands.
Yeah, okay.
Marco, you should have had a better curveball with
held
hands
his
that
curveball.
size.
Curveball is ridiculous.
Pick the wrong sport. See,
did.
there you go.
We are here with a pair of Cy Young Award winners, Orel Hershiser and Eric Gagne, joining us here at Legends Attic. What sort of mentor was Orel when he was dragging you around Vero Beach?
He was amazing. I mean, you try to pick his brain. He's one of those guys that love to share and help the youth, and that's what they're literally like. We talk about me being a closer, but I learned a lot more just sitting around, talking to Orel, talking to older.
Oh,
it's okay.
Veteran, the wisdom.
Player. Yes.
To talk to them and how to pitch, and he taught me a lot of stuff. I mean, it's one thing to just go out there and throw and not have any plans. And when you're young, you don't understand, the art of pitching, and that's what he was really good at. I mean, if you look at stuff-wise, he didn't have electric stuff, but he understood, how to, work the ball up and down, side to side, and front to back. And that's what made him such a great pitcher. And that's what I wanted to learn. That's why I was a good reliever, because I understood how to pitch through my failure as a starter, and he really taught me a lot about how to pitch.
You guys never have asked me about throwing 100, I guess,
Well, you have to qualify first.
It really did.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different sort of level what we're talking about
And
here.
Eric threw 100 when 100 was 100.
Right.
Now he would be throwing 103, 104.
I'd love to see if that's is that really the truth?
Well,
I saw that documentary
the
about
gun
that.
in our day, picked up the ball near home plate, and the ball decelled 3 to 4 miles an hour, depending on your pitch and your release point and all that. So, when Nolan Ryan was throwing 100, he was probably throwing 103, 100, right in there. When you were throwing 100, probably there. These guys now, they're throwing 97, but it would be 94 in our day.
Yep.
Guys that are throwing 102 would be throwing 99 or 100, right in there. So,
And everybody talks about velo, but what made me good is my changeup.
Yeah.
I mean, it really was. It's my off speed. I mean, you can throw hard, but these guys can hit it. I mean, they can always gauge that fastball. But for me, I think what made me, dominant as a closer, I only had 2 pitches. So my changeup was what really got me, I think, to the next level.
Both of you guys had legendary record streaks, right? You had the consecutive innings, scoreless innings streak. Orel, Eric, you had 84 consecutive saves in a row. At what point does that kind of – obviously reporters are going to ask you about it. Hey, you're at this number. Hey, you're at this number. Hey, the record's at this number.
Yep.
Does it ever become something that you're aware of when you're on the mound? Or is it just, man, I just got to get this guy out. If it happens, it happens.
No, you go.
In my mind, what's going on, but you break it down to the simplest thing, which is I can throw one more fastball away. I can bounce one more curveball when I'm ahead in the count. I can get an out to the correct side. I can keep this hitter in the ballpark if I execute this pitch. So it's about execution thinking. It's not about, I'm scared that this guy might do something.
Yeah, and we talked about the round table we had with him. It's one pitch at a time. All those little cliches sounds boring, but it is what you need to focus on. I mean, you got to get that pitch to get to the next pitch. And for me, that's really all I thought about. I mean, of course, the streak was something that you would watch on ESPN and the clicker was coming up. But it wasn't anything that I really thought about. I really thought about get those guys out. I have 3 outs. I mean, that's different because these guys would see him 2 or 3 or 4 times a night. That's completely different. For me, it's a lot easier. There's a lot more luck involved in everything else, but I think you try not to.
I don't know if 84 in a row is lucky.
But I think
a lot of the
84 in a row feels like you're doing something pretty damn well.
I think something that we had in common is because I had played for such a weak offense at the time, I had a streak. Because every pitch mattered and every run mattered. If my team would have been getting me 6 or 7 runs, I don't think I would have had the streak because I would have pitched completely differently to the scoreboard.
Attack a little more?
Yeah, I've been more in the middle of the plate. I'd have been more not worrying about a run or a leadoff double, and I'm not going to let him move over. And the same thing with him. He's worried about winning the game for his team. So that my weak offense gave me a chance to have a streak, and him being always in a safe situation gave him a chance to have a streak.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at my statistics in non-safe situation, it's not very good.
Yeah.
It's not very good because I think.
Is that a mental thing?
Yeah, it's hyper-focus, and you really focus on each pitch and one pitch at a time, and, the running game, all those little things that matter when it's a tight game, and I think that's what I learned from him. That's
the difference between regular season games and postseason games like we're in now. You're going to say, what's the difference of the mindset? Well, it's just so detail-oriented when you get down to that close to the prize. Prize for the regular season with him getting a save, prize for me with a streak or a complete game, and a prize now of a world championship.
Two questions. Number one, how did you know? You didn't answer the other way. How did you know when he was young that he would be something special? Or when did you know?
Well, he had tools off the charts.
Yeah.
And he was very raw. And what happens with all young players, and especially young pitchers, we have never played in competition where we weren't the best.
Right.
And so now you walk onto a field where everybody pretty much has the same ability, and it's shocking.
Yeah.
And it makes you try too hard, and it makes you think maybe I'm not good enough. And when you fail, you're like, maybe I should give this up. There's a lot of growth that goes on from when you first turn pro to when then you get high enough in pro ball to start to relate or be around big leaguers. And it's a generational sport, guys. There's 19-year-olds playing against 42-year-olds.
Yeah.
This is the only level of baseball that you get to do that. Everything else, it's within a 4 or 5 year span of you're playing in your age group.
Yeah, it's a totally different animal when you're talking about oral two. When you get into that postseason,
So I was as raw as he was.
Right.
We were
just on the other end.
I just happened to be a different generation.
Well, I got one more, just real quick. Cy Young. When it comes to Cy Young, Cy Young reliever, Cy Young starter. Change? Does it matter?
I think I've had to answer that question a lot. I don't think a reliever should win the Cy Young unless a starter doesn't have a good year.
Okay.
That's what I think. I mean, I'm thinking closer more of MVP than Cy Young. That's just the way I've always felt. And people say, because the year I won the Cy Young, yes, I had a great year. But I think, he's the real Cy Young winner. I was more of a Cy Young by default.
It's your name.
I'll take it.
As you were asking the question,
Yeah.
I waited for him to answer because I just changed my answer because he answered what I would have said.
Oh, really?
But I wasn't going to say it. I was going to be politically correct.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have said. So, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
But I think in my heart of hearts and players that were on my team and around the league, they came up and said I should have won the second one in '89, and Mark Davis, a reliever, won it.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a 500 record. But if you look at how they give the votes now,
makes sense.
It's a little different with the rating.
Yeah, I mean the wins and losses.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't. We're just talking baseball. We're talking context. We're talking. But I think relievers have to have a more dominant year to win the Cy Young, and that's why he won it. It was so dominant they couldn't ignore it.
I mean, the value of a win. I mean, you look at the end of the year, you're up by 1 or 2 games. This is what makes the difference. Wins and losses matter. 1 inning or 2, preserve. I always say I don't like to call it save, preserve a win for my team. I had to get 3 or 4 outs. I mean, I know it's not easy. Not everybody can do it. But it's only still 3 or 4
And you're not only preserving the win, you're preserving momentum.
Yes, sure.
One of the most crushing things is to go into the 9th inning with a lead and you lose the game.
Yeah.
All right, last one before we let you go. I know that you're going to go sign some autographs and hang out with the folks here. You mentioned hockey a few times. What position did you play in hockey?
I was defense,
you were
right-handed
defenseman?
defense, yeah.
Okay, because Oral, I know you played a little hockey in high school, right? You were a defenseman as well?
Yeah.
Because I saw the Rotolo commercial. I saw you playing goalie. I was wondering if we could get some sort of face-off situation going here. Where
I was defense on a regular shift, and I played left wing on the power play because I was so good in front of the net.
So you're a good player.
I played as high American Junior A. American Junior A.
See, I was trying to make real estate for the
Oh, you were one of those guys.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, he was clearing the way for the other guys.
Clearing and closer.
Absolutely. Eric, as I mentioned before, thank you so much for coming out and spending a little time with us. Really
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Cy Young Award winner Eric Gagne, Cy Young Award winner Oral Hershiser.
Thank you.
Still lots more baseball to talk about. Multiple-time All-Star Dodger legend Shawn Green is going to join us right here as well. It's all coming up on the DeMarco and Trav Show, 710 ESPN.
Boom.
YouTube TV customers, you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, NBA, college basketball, and more. Take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN. That's keepmynetworks.com.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
All right, we got a caller who says, I need to buy a car and I need to save money. Well, my friend, I've got one answer for you. The Cerritos Auto Square. It's America's largest auto mall. 24 dealerships, all the top brands, all in one easy location right here in SoCal. And here's the secret. These dealers sell more cars than anyone because they have low prices. And they can actually afford low prices because they sell so many cars. Check it out at CerritosAutosquare.com.
Cerritos Auto Square.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there, but too often they look for ways to underpay you. If you're being ignored, pressured into bad contractors, or left in the dark after years of loyalty, turn to Avner Gatt. With insider knowledge and a trusted network of experts, the consultation is free and the results speak for themselves. Call 818-917-5256 or visit AvnerGatt.com. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Hey, what's up? It's Sedano. I'm here with the crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. What if I'm at home, I'm like, I got to do this project, but I keep putting it off because I'm worried about the finances part of it. Like, what do you suggest those people do?
We all have a honey-do list, right? And you're the numbers guy. Your wife says, hey, I want to do this living room floor. You're putting it off because you're thinking it's going to cost me $5,000. Give us a call. Give me your square footage. You'll be surprised at what we can do for you.
A 5-minute phone call can save you thousands of dollars.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope, that's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTI, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
Catch Sedano and Cap every weekday morning on ESPN LA, where the entertainment stands tall, even if Sedano doesn't.
I'm walking up to Wemby, right? I get to Wemby to interview him. The camera guy, who's one of our old school, like, long-time ESPN camera guys.
Right.
I could see him talking to the director, and he says, can I just shoot them both? Can I just move back to shoot them both? Because I can't get George in the frame if I have to just shoot Victor's head. And I start cracking up. And I look at him and I just said, and I shrug my shoulders. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I hope he says yes, because there's no, I mean, or whatever. Like, I don't care.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I can't dance at all. What did you call it, Punchy? The Caucasian two-step.
Yes.
That's what I got. I got
What's
this.
the Caucasian two-step? The white man's overbite?
Yes, I got that too.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on. Back to the guys.
Attic in Claremont. We just spoke with a couple of Cy Young Award winners, and now we got a guy that played in a couple of All-Star games, 15 years in the major leagues, a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger. Dodger legend Shawn Green. Shawn, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit before you came on. You did your splatter painting. Dave Hobrick's got his splatter art, and you hit your target. We're good?
I think so. It took me a little while, but I didn't go underhand like Gagne did. So.
My gosh.
Yeah, it's one of those, right? I mean, you're kind of close to it, so you got to, I don't know if Gagne's hitting spots over there or what, but did you just reach back and try to blow a hole through the thing, or what are we talking about?
I mean, Gagne could paint, so that's he could always paint. He'd paint the corners with his changeup, his curveball. He'd drop it in there once a month, and it was right down, right where he wanted it. He's unbelievable.
Was that your walk-up music?
That was, yeah.
Oh my God, I hate that song. I swear. I got my butt kicked in Detroit to that song.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Lions beat us, and they played this song, and the whole place went nuts. I hate that song.
It does get the crowd going.
It does get the crowd. Yes, it really does. It really does. When you did hear it, I mean, did a switch flip in your head when you heard this?
Of course, yeah. No, every time if I hear it driving in the car, something that kind of gets me. Sometimes it gets me like a little nervous, a little excited. Like whatever it is, it definitely brings back some old feelings and thoughts.
What's the memory that comes back? Like, is there one at bat or something you can remember?
No, not a specific at bat, but I mean, not to say this isn't the right crowd necessarily to say, but I had that first in Toronto as a Blue Jay, and then I had it when I came over to the Dodgers, and it just became such a nice walk-up song because the crowd would start, picking up the woohoos. And,
Sure.
Yeah.
Shawn, like you mentioned, you played for 4 different big league teams, but you spent the majority of your career in Toronto and L.A. And here we are, getting ready for Game 6 between Toronto and L.A. And what would it mean for the city of Toronto to win the – I mean, you spent a lot of time there. You had a great deal of success there. Never got to a World Series in Toronto, but what would it mean, first time they've been to the World Series in 30 years, not just to win it, but to take down the Dodgers in the process?
Yeah, I mean, the city's super hungry for a championship. It's not just the Blue Jays,
the Leafs
but
too.
the Leafs have been, they haven't won in forever, and the Raptors did win. I don't know how long ago that was, maybe 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so it's a rabid fan base, and I actually snuck a ring in '93 because I was a September call-up.
Oh, perfect.
So I was 0 for 6. I started my career, I was 0 for 6, but I gave Joe Carter day off, and he ended up hitting the big home run. So maybe I gave him that rest. And kept
good
him
job,
healthy.
Shawn.
Right, so I should get the ring. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's everybody's rooting for the Dodgers. Everybody here is rooting for the Dodgers. But, I mean, it's kind of hard, and you have to appreciate good baseball when you see it. Toronto's playing good baseball.
They are. I think they match up really well. I mean, both teams are. It's a great matchup. That's why it's been such a fun World Series, and I think it's going to go 7. And you expect Yamamoto to win Game 6, and then Game 7, his gloves are off, and it's flip a coin because you have, everyone's available. You never know what's going to happen, who's going to pitch, and blah blah blah. But no, I just think they match up well. The one thing the Blue Jays have, I think, that's unique in baseball right now is their lineup is more reminiscent of a mid-'90s lineup.
Yep.
They have a couple big boppers in there, but they have a lot of guys who are going to have good at-bats and put the ball in play and not just try to swing for the fences.
Shawn, you had 324 Major League home runs. So, obviously, you were a slugger. But when the team is struggling the way the Dodgers are, and you watch these guys come up, and it feels like everybody's trying to break everybody out of the slump all at the same time, bunch of big swings, a lot of strikeouts. They struck out 15 times last night. Even as somebody that does have a bunch of pop in your bat, are there times to shorten up, to try to get a little shorter to the ball, to try to put something in play? Because you look at what Toronto's doing, they've broke this game open a couple times, not because they're hitting home runs, because they got a bunch of guys on base, and then you're getting a hit here and there.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. You got to take what they're going to give you, right? And if if the guy is Savage, he had great stuff, and
he sure did.
And you got to kind of shorten things up. I guess the challenge on the flip side of that is, you had the postseason. If you never bunted during the season, you try to get a bunt down, it's really hard to do. So it's hard to all of a sudden change your approach, and not only in a short window of time, but also in the most pressure-packed time. So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. I think that's one of the advantages that Toronto does have, is that that's the style of baseball that they played all year, and that's what made them successful. And it's not hard to change from that. It's hard to go to that if you're just kind of all or nothing. And not that the Dodgers are all or nothing team. I mean, I think they have a lot of guys who do put the ball in play. You got, Freddie Freeman, Mookie, a lot of great hitters. So, the momentum shifts really quickly. And, when you get a couple guys at the top of the lineup cold together, it's tough to score runs.
Shawn, I know we call it a slump. When it's just not happening for you, I mean, first of all, it sucks. It just feels like you're never going to hit again or do whatever again. What does that feel like to pull yourself out of that? And how do you pull yourself out of that when you're you're fighting yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, what's crazy in baseball is it could be like, first of all, some days you show up and you're in the cage, and you're like, oh, it's here. Like, you don't know why.
That quick.
It just shows up.
Yeah.
But the other thing that happens is it could be one swinging bunt, and you get on base after an 0 for 10, 0 for 12, and you're like, oh, okay. You got the monkey off your back, and you feel good. And I actually thought one big mistake that the Blue Jays made is in Game 1 when they were up by a lot. Like,
to Shohei?
I would not pitch to him and get him hot, and then he hit
Yeah.
that home run, and then boom, boom, boom. He's hits a couple more home runs, and he's hot. So it can happen that quickly, and that's the thing is, the Blue Jays came out the last game and they hit a couple quick home runs, and everyone's just like everyone relaxes and the at bats get a lot easier. So if I'm the Dodgers, I'm going into Toronto saying, okay, we just gotta just really jump at them early and not swing for the fences, but get a couple guys out, put the pressure on, take the crowd out of it, and that really changes the whole dynamic, the rest of the game and possibly the last two games.
Is there any way a teammate could help Mookie Betts? Like when you're struggling, is there anything they could say, do? I don't know.
No, there's really nothing you could do. You just gotta keep battling, and that's the thing is, you as a hitter, like I know for me, I had sort of different things to go to. It's like, okay, I'm struggling. I'm just going to spread my stance out, not really try to stride, and just play pepper with the ball and just try to get the bat head on. You got to have different go-tos, and you still have the slumps. But I think sometimes going up there and having something you could kind of hang your hat on for that at bat or that approach helps you get out of like, oh, I'm struggling. You have something to focus on.
Is there? I mean, Mookie is a perfect example. Freddie's kind of in a, you have to make a home run to win Game 3, but he has not been swinging the bat like Freddie Freeman typically swings the bat. And, your credentials, I mentioned him at the top, couple of all-star appearances, Silver Slugger, 15 years in the big leagues, 324 home runs. But confidence is such a big part of baseball. And when you think you're going to get a hit, you get a lot of hits. And even a player like Betts, even a player like Freeman, even a player like you, Shawn, are there times where you're there like, man, I don't think I'm ever going to get a hit again? Or is it always in the bag? Like, I'm in the big leagues. I've done a lot of good things. It's going to come around again. I just don't know when.
Oh, both those are true, without a doubt. I mean, I'm telling you, there's times where I'd be, on deck, I'm looking around the crowd saying, I could just grab someone out the stands and they're going to do a better job than I am. I mean, it's like, I have no chance right now. And then there's other times where you feel like, oh, I figured this out, and then as you play longer, you realize neither one of those is true.
Right.
But it's it's not like if this is the regular season, you got another 7,500 games to play.
Sure.
Yeah, it's going to come back. I'm going to be fine. But when you have 2 games to play, it's like, okay, I gotta come up with something and just make something up and figure it out because we need to win a 2 ball games, right?
So we talk about when it's going well. You, of course, had that game in Milwaukee where you hit 4 home runs. You went 6 for 6. You scored 6 runs. You had 19 total bases. You drove in 7 runs. And it's one of the great offensive games in the history of Major League Baseball. And then you see what Otani does, which was, we saw the 50-50 game a year ago when your name got brought up a lot because it was the greatest offensive explosion we've seen a Dodger player have since you had done it. And then you see him do it in the postseason while he strikes out 10 guys. Like, is there any way to put into, to have a day like that where everything is clicking offensively and have to go out on the mound like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
You should actually hate him. You know that, right?
Probably, right? No, I mean, I played with Dreifert, and great guy and great Dodger. And
he could hit, too.
Yeah, he hit 2 home runs in a game and hits really well. And so, I mean, something like that could happen, but it's not – with Otani, you kind of expect him to dominate on both sides of the ball, right? Every time he's on the field. And, we've never seen anything like it, and I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again in our lifetime. I think there's probably going to be more players that come up that do both just because he's opened that door. The door was really never opened before. I mean, Dreifert's a good example. He was a great college hitter but never got to be a position player. But the thing with Otani, I think that blows me away the most of anything was the 50 stolen bases. Because I can understand how someone could be a great pitcher and still be a good hitter, but then all of a sudden you throw in 50 stolen bases, that's like, what? Like, that makes no sense.
That makes no sense at all. You said you know the Bay Area. Did you follow the Raiders? Do you know who Steve Wisniewski is? The big guard?
I was more of a Niners guy. But
Niners guy. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think. They're the most intimidating dude. Yeah. Like, nobody from them. But when a guy would break the huddle and he would spin around and you realize, oh my God, I might be in for a long day. Like, this is going to be a tough one. Did you ever have that feeling when you saw a guy, anybody you faced, like, okay, this is that dude?
Oh, for sure.
Which guy?
Well, so the guy that I hated facing the most of anyone was when I was with Toronto was Mariano Rivera.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, well, so you're not alone there.
Right.
Yeah.
What does that look like coming in? I'm curious.
It just looked. I tried everything against him. I tried moving up in the box to say I'm going to hit it before it cuts. I'm going to move back in the box and give myself more time. I'm going to move in on the plate so I don't swing at it. And one time I even went up there and I told Pat Haken, he's a former Cy Young winner, and I said, I'm not swinging. There's a guy in third. I'm like, I'm not going to swing because I know it's not a strike. He follows me in. And I'm telling you, like, he must have had that thing mic'd in our dugout. He threw it straight down the middle, and I look in the dugout, and Haken's like, and then I do it again, and he throws another one straight down the middle, and then he starts laughing. And then the third pitch, I'm like, I'm not going to swing. And then he throws it down the middle again, and like the last second, I kind of like half swung when it was in the glove. But he was just one of those guys that it was an optical illusion.
Yeah. He was laughing. You said he.
No, Mariano wasn't.
Oh,
but Pat Haken was laughing.
He was laughing.
He knew He knew what my plan was. My plan was so bad.
Like the thing about a guy like Rivera too, which basically is a one-pitch guy. He just threw that cutter. A pitch like that, I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame because he threw that pitch. But what about when you have to face a guy like a Yamamoto or a guy like Otani who's got like 7 or 8 different things that they can throw at you? How do you just look for one thing and hope you're on time for what you're looking for?
Yeah, so I mean, guys like that, I would really pay attention. So I paid close attention to how they pitch left-handed hitters. Right?
Yeah.
Because when righty's up, I'm cheering, hey, go get him, whatever. But I'm not as focused because, when I was in Toronto, Carlos Delgado and I were, similar, and so we watched each other's at bats and paid close attention. And I would pick a pitch, like if he was trying to get ahead, if he was like behind the count 1-0, 2-1, he wants to throw that split finger to kind of get back in the count.
Yeah,
those are the pitches I would just sit on it and say, you know what, that's the pitch he's going to try to get a lot of play because he's trying to fool me with speed, not in and out. And if you're sitting on it, you can hit it pretty well. It's almost like batting practice if you get it up in the right spot. So like that was kind of my approach, but it's not like it's definitely not foolproof because I would think a guy that's comparable would be like Pedro Martinez.
Yeah.
A lot of guys were either like up and down, they're kind of fooling you, and like Pedro's fastball rose and his split finger changeup would go straight down. And then other guys like Maddox would be more like side to side. They'd throw a ball that would sink and a ball that would cut. And so they're kind of fooling you that way. So you almost just have to pick what you want and what you think they're going to throw in certain counts and just be ready for it.
Which Pedro? Jerry Cole Pedro or Jerry Cole Pedro was like dangerous.
I played all the Pedros.
Did you really? Okay.
When I was in Toronto, we faced Montreal.
Okay. You've seen every Pedro.
I've seen every Pedro. He was tough. Yeah, he was another one that you asked who was tough. He was up there too.
One last one for you, Shawn. You decided to come to L.A. and play for the Dodgers. Was that like a hometown team kind of thing? Did you grow up? I know you grew up in Orange County. Did you grow up a Dodger fan? Were you an Angel fan? Or
so I moved here when I was 12, and so I already kind of had my allegiances, and I was in San Jose. So I was more. I loved Ricky Henderson, and I got to play with him twice, and he was my coach in New York, which I could tell you a bunch of stories. God rest, rest in peace. He was the best and great teammate. I wouldn't say I was a Dodger fan growing up, but I quickly became one in 2000.
I bet you did. All right, you mentioned Ricky Henderson. Everybody that's played with or against Ricky has their favorite Ricky story. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Ricky's first day coaching, I'm playing catch, and there's a lot of Ricky stories. But his first day coaching with the Mets, so they fired someone, and he became our first base coach halfway through the season. And so I used to play catch with David Wright every day, and I'm on the right field line, and David's out, going out in the outfield. We're stretching it out, and Ricky's with our rookie, Lastings Millage, and they're just talking. And so David comes up to me. He's like, "You would not believe this conversation." I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Ricky, this is his first day with our kind of hot dog, rookie. He's teaching him how to catch a fly ball and snatch it down to his hip. Oh my God! And pick at his jersey while he does it. That's what he's teaching. That's the coaching job.
Yeah, you better be Ricky Henderson if you're going to do
Work
that.
for him.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a real pleasure,
Yes,
Shawn. Thank you so much for coming by. Spend a little time with us. Enjoyed it.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Shawn Green, 2 All-Star games, 15 years in the major leagues, played for both the Dodgers and the Blue Jays as well, and has Ricky Henderson stories, which are my favorite things in the world. Lots more to get to, including we'll talk with Eddie Alizadeh and, of course, the art of Dave Hobrick. We got lots more to get to here at Legends Attic. It's DeMarco and Trav, 710 ESPN. We got a little pick or tip or no tip coming up as well, but before we do any of that, let's talk about Prize Picks. We're making decisions every single day, right? But on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. And right now, Prize Picks is offering something new. They're offering stacks, which means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So let's say when Luka comes back, you want to get in on Luka's points, threes, and assists. On all of them, now you can pick them all in the same lineup on Prize Picks. It's super easy to play. You pick more or less on 2 or more player projections, and you can make some money. So download that Prize Picks app today and use the code TRAV, T-R-A-V, to get $50 in lineups. After you play your first $5 lineup, that's code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Your Lakers.
They get it into Reeves. Here we go. This is your game.
Your season. Your home.
Reeves gets loose. Runner in the lane. Gone! At the buzzer! The Lakers win it on Austin Reeves. Running bucket at the buzzer. He did it again.
Follow Austin Reeves, the Lakers, and every thrilling moment of the Lake Show.
Reeves continues to come up big when the game is on the line.
On the home of the purple and gold.
ESPN LA.
John Ireland here with the Hall of Famer.
Saturday,
Big
brother.
Game James Worthy for iSpot Active.
Love
Check
it.
out their website, ICEBODactive.com.
This is the new concept for icing. John, I love it.
iSpot Active sells form-fitted stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. Got to get yours before they're sold out. Take it from James Worthy. Start feeling better today at iSpotActive.com.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves. So grab your can and unleash the beast.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
You got my back. Come on.
No, I don't.
You got my back on this.
Let me be very, very clear.
Yes, you
I do not have your back.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
That was fun.
That was cool.
I think you know this about me. I could talk to guys that played in the major leagues all day, every day for the rest of my life and never get bored of the stories.
Ever. When they were doing the little thing, Gagne and Oral, talking about pitching, I was so locked in.
Hey.
I didn't start a fight with the reliever Cy Young thing, did I?
No. That is
Okay.
an old debate.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's not as good as Ricky Henderson teaching a rookie how to pop his jersey and snap the ball at the same time.
Stuff
That's pretty
you need
good.
to know. You're going to be good. You might as well learn how to do it now.
Everybody that played with Ricky had a crazy Ricky story.
Absolutely.
It's so good. Little tip or no tip? What do we got, Laura?
All right, guys. So I found this new law in China that I'm actually really loving. So
You
it's
found
very,
what now?
a new law in China.
I thought you said you found some new China. Like
So did
crazy. Right.
I thought
a new law in China.
In
Okay.
China that's stirring up major online debate. So influencers there are now required to have formal degrees if they want to talk about serious topics like medicine, law, education, and finance.
Yeah.
The regulation was established by
What's the point of having the internet if we can't just make stuff up?
Cyberspace Administration of China, known as CAC. Now, social media platforms are responsible, I mean, let's be real, how great are they going to be, for verifying those credentials before any content goes live. The government says it's to stop misinformation, but other critics are saying it's another step to censoring and limiting free speech. So tip or no tip, social media would be a lot better if only qualified people could talk about serious
Oh, tip, absolutely. I'm all in favor. And I disagree with the last part. It would actually make it better. You get rid of the morons.
There's a lot of, listen, as someone who has social media, we all do, and sometimes there's things that we retweet or see on Instagram, and we're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Oh, it's a fake account, right? Like it was a troll account or whatever.
I've crossed the goal line on that. I assume everything's fake.
Yes.
Like, you have to prove to me that it's real at this point before I assume that it's fake.
Which reinforces whatever you should.
Yeah.
For that reason, you should have people that are qualified. The one that got us all for a minute until it was confirmed was Luka traded to the Lakers.
It's a perfect example. Like, hacked, not real, AI. And then it's like, wait, I think that might be real.
That's real.
Would it make the internet better in the sense that there would be less lies and misinformation and genuinely destructive things? Yes. We'd also miss some fun stuff.
Of course we would.
There's some good crazy stuff out there too.
What's her name again? Haktua?
Hey, she made money.
I always forget. We got one lane right here. The Haktua lane was
right there,
right in the middle. You got one more for us?
I do, actually. Okay, so I believe I talked about Messi not too long ago, but Messi and son Heung-min are now the only players in MLS making over $10 million annually. Messi leads the league with approximately $20.4 million in guaranteed while playing for Inter Miami, and Son just signed to LAFC, as we know, and it's clocking in $11.2 million. Again, making them the two highest playing players. But tip or no tip, MLS, even though it's becoming a rapid sport that people are loving, is still nowhere near being at the top here in the U.S.
Oh, I got to go tip there. I mean, how much are they paying Messi? 20?
20.4.
I would have lost my house. I would have said more.
Yeah, I don't know the pay scale
Guaranteed.
in MLS really to know where that. I mean, it's obviously the most, which makes the most sense. But no, look, the best basketball league in the world is here. The best baseball league in the world is here.
Yeah.
The best football league in the world is here. The best soccer league in the world is not here.
Right.
And that's why the MLS, while good, they're not going to get paid like that. You're not going to get paid like the EPL or the Bundesliga or the Spanish league or any of these places. It is not the best league in the world, and you don't get the best rates.
I would have said more. I'm shocked. Okay.
You know, the crazy thing really quick, when I was talking to Mario, and obviously he's really plugged in with LAFC, he says, I understand that everybody thinks as Otani and LeBron as these global superstars. He's like, when you compare Son and Otani's numbers, he's outdoing his social media by like 6 million followers.
I thought it would be more.
It's crazy.
It's pretty quick. Tip or no tips brought to you by the law office of Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-1234. More from Legends Attic, including the owner, Eddie Alizadeh, coming up next.
All right, guys, I'm here with the Crazy Hernandez brothers from Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Okay, I understand that, you guys obviously have dealt with contractors, wholesalers, but is there a project too big? Is there a project too small for you guys?
No, not at all. No project's too small or too big. We could handle anything you need.
Are you kidding me? With as much as people love their pets now, people coming for carpet for their doghouse. So we can do a project that small, and we're happy to do that.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Everyone wants exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the Lakers, and this is your shot. Sign up for the Lakers email now to receive an insider's look into the team and get a weekly dose of everything Lakers. On top of all that, this is your opportunity to be the first to know about Lakers fan events and get the latest news straight from the team right when it hits. You won't miss a beat of the action by signing up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. No salt, no regular maintenance. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
Do your ears work?
They do work. No, I'm...
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
Most of the time.
Most of the time
Most of the time they are functioning.
I have selective hearing. Yes.
You too, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
I am a father.
Yeah, and a husband.
There you go.
And a husband for sure. All right, we are having a great day out here at Legends Attic. We got to spend a couple of segments with Oral Hershiser, a couple of segments with Eric Gagne as well. We just finished up with Shawn Green, who got a great Ricky Henderson story.
Oh, man.
And the reason we are here is Eddie Alizade, who is the owner here at Legends Attic, and he is joined by the. Is this a fair assessment, Dave? The artist in residence, is that a
Sure.
fair? Yeah. That if you come to
I'll take
Legends
it.
Attic, you will see some amazing memorabilia, baseball cards, helmets, and all that stuff. But the thing that's going to jump out at you is the art of Dave Hobrecht. It is extraordinary. And if you are a sports fan, you're absolutely going to love it. You got to come out here and check it all out. Gentlemen, as always, thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
How did you guys hook up? How did you find him, or vice versa?
So, actually, through Oral. We met through Oral. Oral said, hey, look, check out this art piece. I said, oh, my gosh, this is – and we were just in plans to open. And I said, you got to get me a meeting with Dave. And Dave was just finishing up his book and publishing it. And we just decided, hey, maybe we can do stuff together. I plan on bringing players and this and that. And Dave's like – he's painted Kobe Bryant. He's got the greatest Kobe Bryant stories and all this stuff. And we kind of connected, and then we just kind of formed a partnership. And it's been such a blessing because to me, I still think he's ascending, even though Fanatics wants all this stuff and calls me all the time. I kind of feel like his representation. But, no, he's fantastic.
Dave, the last time we came here, you had 3 or is it 4 brand new Tom Brady pieces? Is it 3 or 4?
Yeah, we did 4 of them.
4. So it's been a week. What have you done in your spare time?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Just
come on, man.
2 splatters and a couple bricks. Nothing big deal.
You're getting lazy on us here at Legends Attic. Eddie just mentioned it, that you worked on some Kobe. Did you get a chance to spend time with Kobe while you were doing that stuff?
So I got a call from Andy Bernstein, who did the Mamba
movie.
Book.
Yeah.
No, the book.
Oh, okay.
Which he's the photographer for the Dodgers and then photographer for the Lakers. Great guy, and he said, "Hey, we've got a project. You want to work with Kobe?" I'm like, "Oh my God, of course." So he's like, "Okay, he wants to raise some money for this a little kid that has a rare disease in Pasadena." And I said, that would be great. He goes, and if he likes it, we'll do 100 prints. We'll sign 100 prints. I'm like, that's unbelievable. So the catch was only in 4 days. Actually, this is the piece.
Okay.
Right
yeah.
I'm wearing a shirt right now that shows the piece. So this is the piece I did because I said only portrait. We don't have time for action, for that time. So painted it and then dropped it off there. They called me to come and meet him and pick it up. I had my little son there that day. So I'm like, oh, I can't. I got my boy, They're like, just bring him. It's fine. He wants to meet you and whatnot. So we get there, and I told my son, he's a great kid. I'm like, hey, this is business, Rocky. Like, just stay by me. Don't do anything. Yeah. So, yeah, it didn't go well. So we went there, and long story short, there's like this, like right when you walk in, it's unreal office because he was so into the arts with, that animation project.
Yeah, sure.
He won the Oscar. Offices are sick. There's like a window of glass that was frosted, like conference room, and I hear him talking and whatever. The lady comes up with the painting, the lady that ran the show, and she's like, oh, he's running a little late, hang out. And I said, okay, cool. Rocky lately at home, what we were doing is we were scaring each other. You know, he'd come around the corner and scream, you know, and frighten him, and he'd try to do the same thing with me. And so we're sitting there, and we're waiting, and here comes a lady. I swear it's in slow-mo because she's coming up, and then he takes off running, and he goes into – because we did it in doorways, right?
Yeah.
And he jumps into the doorway, and I can't do it on this mic, but he screams so loud, like, boo.
Yeah.
The loudest you could possibly do it. And I was like, I swear to God, I was slow-mo. I was like, no.
No.
And you hear Kobe crack up. They're cracking up in there. The lady's laughing. I go, Rocky. And he ran back and, like, stood next to me. I'm like, dude. And she's like, oh, that was the best. I go, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll meet him later because we're doing the signing. She goes, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. He doesn't care. Hang on. I said, no, we'll meet him later. And that was November.
Okay.
So we're going to do the signing in January. And then, unfortunately, lost him. So I didn't get to meet him. But Rocky did a little bit.
Yeah, Rocky got to make an impression on him.
Unbelievable.
For sure.
Wow. I mean, it's funny. I mean, you gave me that same sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And it's when you're an athlete, there are people that give you stuff a lot, and you try to be polite, like, oh, this is so nice.
Hopefully you don't say it like that.
It's so cool, right? But, I mean, when you nail it, and it's something that brings emotion. Like when you had that Tom Brady over there, I couldn't stop staring at it. And I don't even like Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing what you do. Like I keep telling you, bro, I don't know what it is about you or how you can do this, but you continue to knock it out of the park every single time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Eddie, let me ask you this. You and I were texting a little bit over the last 3 nights. You, of course, were at games 3, 4, and 5 at Dodger Stadium, and as Game 3 was unfolding and Otani was doing all of the Otani things, I kept taking, what's it like? What's it like? What's it like? Tell me the difference in vibe as that series progressed from the Otani game, 18 innings, to what we saw the last couple of nights, just the energy in the building.
I mean, when you get to 18, you're kind of like, I just remember, it reminds me of when I was watching, it was Game 7, Western Conference Finals, Blazers, Lakers. You're kind of just, you don't have time to really cheer because you're kind of exhausted, so it's like that crooked smile. You're like, thank God, okay, good, we got this. And you're thinking, all right, this is the game you needed. They gotta beat us 3 of 4 games, and we're in control, right? And then you show up to the next 2 games, and you realize, oh wait, the things that happened in Game 3 was we didn't hit, and it got exposed, and our lineup was frustrating, and you see that this team can put together runs in just spurts, and then it's like. So the vibe becomes shock because the Dodger fans come out and they're great fans. They come out and they're just confident, like, hey, we're so used to winning. And like this, it's not like we escalated to this moment. We feel like you played the Phillies, which was supposed to be, they called it the World Series. And then you played the number 1 seed in Milwaukee and you swept them. And so, yes, that's the best team in the American League, rightfully so. But you think, hey, we're tried and true. We're going to make it through. And you lose 2 games. And now it's like, okay. The thing I'm harping on, I think that the Dodger fans is harping on is like, and as you know, it's tough to dethrone a champion.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. And what I'm also looking forward to is I love those cut and paste games. Now it's just throw everything at them, right? So, I mean, are we going to, you tell me, are we going to see Shohei in the field because they burn up him? He comes in relief. They burn up the DH position. He's got to go play the field. I mean, those are the things I'm looking forward to.
It's a great question.
Can it happen?
I think it's the first time since he's been in L.A. where there's at least a non-zero chance that we see him play a position. Right? Like before, like that he's been obviously pitching and hitting and doing his thing. I think that we all assumed that at some point he was going to come out of the bullpen to have to save a big game. That is on the table starting tomorrow, right? Like I wouldn't be shocked if you saw him pitch tomorrow. But I do think that if we can get past tomorrow or even in tomorrow into Game 7, that he's going to have to eat some innings. And if the game's not over, if the Dodgers aren't hitting at all, and let's say it's 2-2 after 9 innings, and he's done, he's emptied the bucket with his pitches. You're not taking his bat out of the lineup. You got to go stick him somewhere. And now all of a sudden you've got Otani playing left or right
field.
Get
out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
At least. the Dodgers weren't a juggernaut to begin with, like the entire season. We've seen this before. We've been through this. I guess it makes it a little more palatable that they're struggling because we've gone through this before. We're in the hope phase, but it is kind of funny that the big bad Dodgers are like down to luck to make it happen. But it makes it more cool. It makes it more fun. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be, at the very least, I mean, not that I'd ever want to believe this, but let's say that the momentum doesn't stop for the Blue Jays. Maybe we'll see Kershaw to finish off the season for us and things like that. So, I mean, look, we're like you just said it. We're in a great spot, right? Mark Walter closing that deal with the Lakers. The LA teams are I think they're all feeding off of the Dodgers. They want to be great. We got a great owner at the Rams. We got a great ownership with the Lakers. We got the Dodgers. Can't say the same about the other two LA teams. But like, hey, we're in a good spot.
I'll say it for you, and if you want me to do it, I'd be happy to take a run at the Angels.
There's your hit there.
Clear out. Let me tell you about the Angels. No, I interrupted. I apologize.
Mean, it's
like
we try to be positive about everything, and and hey, chip in a chair, right?
Yes, no doubt.
Well, it's fun. I remember, and this is DeMarco, going back probably 8 or 9 years ago when the Rams had just come back to L.A. They'd been here for a year or two, and having a conversation with Kevin Demoff at Rams training camp and asking him about, how do you try to find your way into the sports landscape in Los Angeles when the Dodgers are in the playoffs every year, the Lakers are the Lakers, and and the Rams did the thing that I think is incredibly impressive is that they kind of jumped into it, and the only way to do it is to be really good. That's it.
Got to win.
You got to be really good, and you got to give your fans a first-rate experience, and Demoff said that what you're talking about, Eddie, is like all of a sudden, hey, we got to get up to speed with everybody else, or else we're going to get lapped.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's what you're talking about.
No, I mean we have a signed helmet, Rams signed helmet, championship helmet, and like the signatures are on that. People don't realize. I mean, you got Eric Weddle signed at the end of the season. You got Odell Beckham, who was a superstar. You had Aaron Donald, obviously. You got Jalen Ramsey on the team. I mean, when you look back at that team, a lot of those guys were on the tail end of their careers, but I think what the owner realizes at the Rams is that LA wants superstars. Remember that year, like the Dodgers had Mike Brown
Kevin Brown.
Mike Brown.
Oh, the coach. Yeah.
And he came in, and you have like Kobe and everything, but he was focusing on it just wasn't our style of. We have to have flair and excitement and superstars, and I think the Rams get that. I think the Dodgers and the Lakers totally get that, and so we're so blessed. And so when we talk to any other fans, it's like, when we lose, it's definitely
it's a kick in the gut.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a kick in the gut for sure. Eddie Alizade, the owner here at Legends Attic, Dave Hobrick, and his amazing art is here joining us as well. Dave, take me through the decision of what you're going to do your next piece on. Like when you see somebody like Shohei doing Shohei kind of things, or you see a Freddie walk-off home run like we saw the other night, are you thinking in that moment, okay, I got to come up with something for that, or do you just kind of start with a blank slate and say, okay, what do I want to do today?
A little bit of both. Right now, we're collecting paintings. I've been doing them for a while. 12 new ones. We're going to have a second edition of the book coming out.
Oh, great.
So, the book is a live book. It never ends. It's going to continue, and every 3-4 years have a new edition with the new moments. Just lately, there's been a lot of new ones, because we came out with a book, and then we signed Shohei, and then Freddie's Grand Slam, and then World Series, and then this year.
Kirsch 3000.
Might have to have a Yamamoto chapter if he knows what he's going to do tomorrow night.
We got a sweet Yamamoto painting. We got Kirsch 3000. So what we're doing is waiting on the World Series, which some moments happen already, and then we're going to wait till it's done, and then we're going to have that book go to print. We'll have it for spring training. But that's one way. And then I'm doing other paintings just for fun of sports and that kind of stuff. So there's a little bit of both. There's some planning, and then there's just some free flow.
You should do one with Yamamoto hitting Springer. That would be awesome.
It's an accident.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Completely accidental.
That's the name of the picture. It's an accident.
If you ever get that artistic block, Dave, can I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
Oral throwing the little soft baseballs at DeMarco and
DeMarco. No, I caught the first one. Let's do that one.
Do that one as big as the Tom in there.
It had some break on it, though.
Yeah, well, it's Oral Hershiser. He couldn't throw it straight if he wanted to.
Gosh, right.
Yeah, I just think that would be a nice one, just kind of the thing. And then you can have me in the background kind of laughing.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good composition.
I'm just need to take a couple pictures of you and take a couple pictures of Trav, then I'll put something together.
You could just make sure you catch me on an inhale. That's all,
Well, poor Dave.
I had a painting. There's a guy who's an umpire forever in MLB, and he came in. He did he was there when George Brett on Pine Tar, and he was there on some big moments. What was the pitcher for the Yankees that had that stuff right here?
Jabba Chamberlain.
Yes.
And so he had a couple moments. He goes, "Hey, can you paint me?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So we had this one, and he brought some pictures. He's like, "Hey, can you shave off a little, like 20, 30 pounds?"
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to go eat 3 hot dogs. It's as easy as all that.
Order Zimbrick.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. Well, fellas, let me just say it one more time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us out here. Eddie, what's coming up next at Legends?
Oh my gosh! So we're kind of waiting to see what happens. So we have a couple current Dodgers lined up, but we kind of gave them an out depending on what happens in the series. So
sure.
What typically happens if they win, they'll make their rounds, and so we're one of the places. If they not, then let them go home and just do what they want to do. But and that's another thing with Dave. It's like, he's doing his book, and then I'll call him and say, "Hey, I got Gagne coming in 2 weeks," and Dave's like, "Great." So the first call I make is to you guys. I'm like, "Hey, can you guys do a remote?" I talk to Tommy. I beg him. I say, "Dude, we got to have ESPN. It's part of our secret sauce. I want you guys to come out." And then I call Dave, and I'm like, "Hey, it's already done. Can you just do these?" And Dave's like,
"That's totally off on timing. You guys first, or wait, ESPN first, you guys first." And then a couple days before, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he goes, "We have Gagne coming.
I need a Gagne. I need a Green
this week."
So definitely some cool. We're getting Isaac Bruce back because he was kind of offended that you weren't here the last time he was here.
Bad. Yes,
and he
sir.
said you guys are so tight, but he's like, "Wow, he took a day off on the day I was coming." So we definitely want to get him back. He was probably one of my favorite interviews.
He was great.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
I texted him, no stories.
No.
I'm not there. DeMarco, I tried.
Yeah, I know.
I tried. I said, I know that you guys are teammates and you won the Super Bowl together, and I'm sure there's some sort of bond there that I don't understand, but I'm going to need something on DeMarco. He goes,
My locker was right next to his. Yeah.
What did you ask? You said something to him about, like, what was the hardest
TV you played against? What did he say?
None of them.
Did I tell you the story about the Hall of Fame? So Isaac had written out his speech on his iPad. So he's going to read it word for word on the iPad. Chris Berman is up there before him and takes the iPad. So Isaac's up there with nothing to read and comes straight off the hip. So what you saw was the real Isaac Bruce.
Oh my gosh, that's
going back to his draft day, talking about the guys that went before him, how mad he was. Like, he never gave the media anything. But you saw the real Isaac Bruce that we saw in the locker room every single day.
Such a cool
Every
guy.
single day. So
That
it
guy
does
was-
not shock me to say that there was no corner in front of him that he was intimidated by.
he was offended that I asked the question.
Yes, the only guy
yeah.
was Deion Sanders when he was in San Fran. That was a hell of a battle.
He was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
He was all right. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff,
Great
man.
show.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to coming back again.
Inhale.
Dave, just make sure you paint me in the background of the DeMarco.
Come on, man. Come on.
The oral thing. I want to see that.
Awesome.
fellas.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So,
So
DeMarco,
we haven't really even kind of got into it too much today about Austin Reeves last night.
Again. He's done it again.
Okay. Look, everybody wants Luka back. Most everybody wants LeBron back.
Yes.
I don't know if I say everybody, but most everybody. But then, I don't know. Luka shoots first. LeBron should, but man, I mean, at some point, it's like Austin Reeves needs to, I don't know if equally, but more.
I'm still on the out version of this, but then I saw him play, and now I'm a believer. I really do. I think he could be a leading scorer for some other team in the West and be the guy.
Clearly.
So if you can figure out how to incorporate that with LeBron and Luka, you've got something there. And I thought John Ireland hit right on the head there. Your best defender is going to Luka. Your second best defender is probably going to LeBron. So your third best guy is going to be on Austin Reeves. You got to make that work for you, JJ.
100%. 100%. But at the same time, you also don't want to focus on your third guy first. You know what I mean? Like, it's still Luka Doncic. It's still the LeBron thing. Honestly, will be really interesting to me when he comes back. Let's see what it looks like. Is it LeBron James? Then that's a no-brainer. Is it some version of LeBron James that we haven't seen before?
Yeah.
Then there's a conversation that, hey, look, maybe that pecking order is, instead of it being 1, 2, 3, it's 1, 2, 2. Or maybe the 2, 1, 3.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'd love to see it. I don't mind the whole idea about Austin Reeves as the sixth man. You're both. Just do your thing.
I don't hate that either.
You're the number one option while they're on the bench. Go ahead.
Go take Jamal Crawford this thing.
Microwave, right? Yes,
just go out there and go bonkers and go. You can't be wrong. I don't mean this. I think he's better than that. You know what I mean? It just feels like see what he did last night. Every once in a while, a guy will throw in a game winner. Right? It's just the ball finds him in the moment. He shoots it, and it goes in, and everybody goes crazy. And that's what when you went back a couple of years ago, Austin Reeves hit a game winner against Dallas. And it was like, oh my God, Austin Reeves hit a game. What in the world? I mean, okay, I guess we'll take it. And it was kind of funny in a way. Last night was. Give me the ball and get the hell out of my way.
No, let's shoot fit.
That was, guys,
I'm almost going to be mad if he misses that shot. Yeah, it was a novelty, but he's playing his butt off, and it's at the right time for him. He's about to make a bunch of money. I still think,
what's that like, by the way?
When it's coming? You really do block it out. Really? Because you have to. You have to.
You know, I guess, I mean, there are moments when you're alone that you smile. Yeah, I really do. Yeah, because, look, once you are in the NBA, you're making more money than almost everybody does. Even if you're the lowest paid guy in the league, you're making a lot of money by regular people's standards.
Right.
And then Austin Reeves did have a deal that made him a millionaire many times over.
Yes.
This is going to be
You're not eating macaroni and cheese. I mean, so you're eating pretty good now. But I mean, it's almost, it's not the money, it's actually the recognition you're out. I'm one of those guys. I proved I'm one of those guys, and I'm going to be paid commensurate to that. So that's going to be. This is my thought. I think he is auditioning for the rest of the league. I really do. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league and kind of showing the Lakers that.
Don't mess around.
Don't mess around with this. I'm going to be attractive to a lot of teams.
Do the right thing.
And if you're the Lakers, it's a win-win because if his value goes through the roof, then his trade value is through the roof. You get something in return that might help.
I think this is the great question that they're heading towards. Okay, and here there's going to be a fork in the road that comes up sooner than later.
And the fork is. Do we try to win a title this season by using Austin Reeves to go get the things that we need? Defense, right?
Like, we're going to go spend the money, Austin Reeves, to go fix this team, to give LeBron James one last good shot at doing this. LeBron, Luka, plus the pieces that come in, or, you know what? We're good. We're going to let LeBron leave at the end of this year.
Or maybe even move in a different direction away from LeBron if we can work something out that way. Because Austin Reeves is better than whatever else we're going to get coming back in. Trying to square the LeBron account seems to be the least attractive of those options. Like, they're going to have to start winning titles with Luka Doncic. That's why he's here. But I think the better chance is Luka, Reeves, and then start building around that than it is Luka, LeBron, and no Austin Reeves and whatever.
You know what, Travis? They have defense. I just outscore people. Why not? I mean, I think you have a better chance of doing that than trying to make Austin Reeves a better defender. But it's look, you're going to play outside depending on your matchup. You're going to have to play D. So it is what it is. But if you've got a scorer like that, plus Luka and LeBron comes back to being LeBron, I mean, come on. You know, defense is the last thing on my mind.
Did you see what he said last night? I think it was Sedano that actually asked him on the ESPN broadcast. Like, you're going to get some text from Luka and LeBron, or anything? He's like, yeah, they'll tell me I suck.
Of course. Yes, of course you do. Yeah, you do suck. You haven't done anything yet. Come on.
Pretty good shot.
Compared to the other two, you haven't done anything. You got to do it for the next 20 years. Come on.
Luka's only been around, what, 6 or 7? Do we have it?
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's take a listen.
Austin, take me through that last shot.
DA comes set a good screen. I got the split on Rudy, and DiVincenzo was setting up for a charge, so I couldn't get all the way to the rim and put up a floater and it went in. I didn't make many of them tonight, but we'll take that one.
Yeah, you certainly made the one that counted, that's for sure. This team, an incredible effort tonight. You guys could only dress 9 guys. What does it say about this group pulling out a victory like this on the road shorthanded?
I just think that is a testament to what the coaching staff has come in and preached to us. Obviously, our 2 best players, and LeBron and Luka, and then we have so many other supporting cast out, Gabe, Marcus, you can go down the list. And for us us to come in here to, you know, the team that's been to the Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years, obviously without Ant. But still, it's a really good win.
I know you don't love talking about yourself, but right now you're averaging 35 and 10, 35 points, 10 assists. Only Magic Johnson and Jerry West have done that with this organization. What does it say about what you're doing right now?
I'm still not going to talk about myself. It's fun. I mean, I love to play the game of basketball, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do any of it without, you know, our coaching staff believing in me, the players believing in me, and, you know, just having so much joy playing basketball. It's fun. I mean, we can talk about how big Jake was tonight. I think he was 10 for 11 from the field at 27. Just, you know, guys stepping up after, you know, after people going down. It's big.
I'm sure you get some texts from Luka after this one. And LeBron.
They'll probably tell me I suck because I missed like 14 shots. Get back, my brother. Hey, LeBron, everybody get back.
That's true. He did take 24 shots.
Who else is going to take him?
24 to make 9.
Who else is going to take him? There's something about it, and not that you'd ever want to play as shorthanded as they had to play last night, because, like Sedano said, they only dressed 9 guys. But
there's something like this is what we got. You just got to go out there and do the best you can and freeze everybody out.
Yeah, right.
It's liberating.
You got to compete no matter what. You know what I mean? You have to compete.
It reminds me a little of that extra inning game that the Dodgers had, where all of a sudden it's like, look, we're past the point of no return. Enriquez, you're going to have to get some guys out. You either need to do it or we're going to lose. Hey, Will Klein, you need to get some guys out or this game is going to end. And when there's no other option, guys step into the breach.
Or they throw wild pitches. I'm sorry. Oh, my God, I feel so bad for Will Smith. But I'm starting to see what you're talking about with blocking pitches and whatnot. That's so key.
Yeah, you could have had a bulldozer back there. Nobody's blocking that Henriquez.
No, that was a complete total miss. Yeah, I mean, good for him. Good for Austin Reeves. When LeBron comes back, I think this is when things get serious. Right now, it's kind of a novelty and kind of fun.
I need to see what it looks like. The LeBron thing is, like, I don't want to move on from him, but if they do move on from him, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, like if that's where we are in this cycle of this, what it is, we got to get onto the next cycle. That's fine. I'm ready. I haven't been ready for a long time, but I think I'm still good. He is, but that's why you might be able to do something. That's why you might be able to get to grab a piece here or there. But I just feel like the future is what you have to focus, especially with Walter coming in and everything else.
All right, guys, so it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Level up your game day experience and for a chance to win a pair of tickets to watch World Series Game 6 at Cosm. Call 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-3776. Right now, be caller number 7, and you win a pair of GA tickets to watch Dodgers versus Blue Jays at Cosm Los Angeles tomorrow, October 31st, Halloween. Limited tickets available through Cosm.com. For your chance to win, only use them 10.
How many times have you been in Cosm?
Like in the dome. The dome. I've only been in the dome a little.
Okay. Oh, Bougie over there.
Okay. I've only been at the dome. I want to say 3 times.
Okay.
I watched
what have you seen?
Basketball,
okay,
which is great. I haven't done football, but I've only watched basketball and I watched the opener for the Dodgers. Yes.
Okay.
That was amazing. I remember it was super cold. The partner and I went together, and I was like, oh my God.
I've been for the hockey game we went to, and then I stuck my head in there on football Sunday. Get to do it again this Sunday when we're out there for the Rams kickoff.
But what's your favorite thing to see there? Because the hockey, to me, was next level. Yeah.
It's like you're sitting like almost on top of the net. It's such a weird, you feel cold. It's just a bizarre setup.
So for me, because I haven't seen anything but basketball and baseball, I will say that feeling like I was right next to Otani was amazing. Just like I could touch you, right? But then also with basketball, it feels like you have courtside seats, and let's be real, the Lakers seats are not cheap. So feeling like you're courtside at a Laker game is pretty badass. The only thing I remember when we went to Cosm,
like Leo sitting next to you.
Jack Nicholson would be amazing.
Bad money for you.
But I will say that the only thing I remember telling the server when we were there for such an early game for the Dodgers was, listen, I know I say this a lot, but I really love the lemon pepper wings. So the fact they're like, it's early, I'm like, listen, I know, but I'm watching the game.
They got the fryer back there.
And just pop it open. I know it's early, but this is why I am the way I am.
Eat another one of your candy bars.
You guys have both? I still have mine. You want half? Did it melt? I put it in my bag.
Did you?
Okay, it's gone.
I bet it's melted. Take it out. I bet it's
Listen,
melted.
I shared that whole thing because I was not going to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
One little thing and I shared with everybody else because I'm like, I'm not doing
I
that.
shoved that whole thing in my face.
I
loved it.
I should have recorded.
Trader Joe's milk chocolate, you know what I'm talking about. 3? Yes. Oh, yes.
It's melted.
Is it melted? It's 90 degrees.
It is a liquid candy bar.
I don't know what thought that was not.
I dare you to open that.
No. I'm going to put it back in the fridge. We'll reconstitute it, and look how soft that is.
Oh yeah,
It feels, it feels like an Uncrustable almost.
There you go. I don't know what I was thinking buying chocolate bars in this heat.
What if we stuck that in the middle of an Uncrustable?
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
You keep your peanut butter slander over there.
So weird.
Yeah.
You can walk it off the next day. There you go.
I think I might take a day off tomorrow.
No,
not from the show. From the walk.
No
days
off.
You know why?
Yes, why?
You know what my number is this month? My miles?
How many?
I've done 160 miles this month.
Good.
Yeah.
Now add 7 more.
Nah,
Come on.
167, 6'7".
Is this
6'7".
your record?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There you go again. Stop it, will you? Oh, my God. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He did it. He did it on the air.
Lucas is impressed. He
Oh,
saw
my
it.
God.
He saw it.
We need to stop this.
I'm hip with the kids.
Oh, my God. All the old people, please say it. Keep making it not cool.
What
Come
is
on.
it? Clock it? Clock
it?
it?
Clock it and something else.
That's whack.
I don't know what it is. I'm going to start. That's whack. That's back to our
whack.
I'm going to go to In-N-Out and start hanging out waiting for number 67 and go crazy like a lunatic.
Wow.
Yeah, that made me very, very less than optimistic about our future, the whole 6-7 thing. All right, Laura, I know you told me, but tell me what we're doing next.
Okay, so you're reading a read, and then
Yes,
we
I
have
knew that.
Alicia Del Valle.
Alicia Del Valle,
Alicia,
our
yes.
friend Alicia Del Valle, is going to come up and join us next. But first, let me tell you about my trip to Page, Arizona, and why you might want to consider making one as well. If you like being outside, I love being outside, right? Page may be the best place for you to go because almost all of the activities you're going to have, you're going to be outside in beautiful weather. Here's what I did in just one weekend in Page, Arizona. Played a little golf at Lake Powell National Golf Course. Beautiful golf course. All these red rock formations all over the course. We took a pontoon boat on Lake Powell. Had a couple of cold beers floating around the lake. That's not bad. We took a helicopter ride over Horseshoe Bend, which is where the Colorado River makes this crazy U-turn. We landed on top of Tower Butte out in the middle of the desert. And then, of course, you had great food. You had some cold drinks. There's summer concerts under the skies. All of this going on in Page, Arizona. And when you're there, it can be your base camp for trips to Zion, Bryce, Monument Valley, and the Grand Canyon. So whether you're going by yourself or you're bringing the whole crew, Page has over 20 hotels with memories waiting to be made. So start planning your epic adventure at visitpageaz.com. That's visitpage, PAGEAZ.com.
Funny how my neighbors always run out of Halloween candy when I show up. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
The baseball series is even better on our big screens. You won't miss a play. Everywhere you eat, play, and stay.
Number 2.
Morongo's got your Thanksgiving feast to go. Your choice of a whole turkey, glazed ham, or prime rib with sides and dessert. Order yours now.
And the number 1 reason.
Catch Brett Michaels' only Southern California engagement, November 21st.
Good times.
This is the Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
Fresh off of their bye and a big victory in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Rams are back on the field in Week 9 of the NFL season at SoFi Stadium against the visiting New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints will be running out yet another starting quarterback. How about this? Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, but rather the 9th starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints since the 2021 season. You heard me right. 9 starting quarterbacks since 2021. Tyler Shuck, the latest to get the football for the New Orleans Saints, and he's going to have to do it against one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. The Rams giving up fewer than 17 points per game so far this season, in large part because Byron Young has been getting after quarterbacks, so Tyler Shuck is going to have to deal with that. The Rams just giving up 1 touchdown in their last 27 offensive drives against that incredible Rams defense. With Thursday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
The Southern California Kia Dealers Rams Report, driven by your Southern California Kia dealers.
Zona? Is that a word? In the new 2026 Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid, it might as well be, because it can be one road trip. It's all about turbocharged power and hybrid efficiency working together. So you get the thrill of quick acceleration and the satisfaction of fuel efficiency. Book a test drive and keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the Hollywood sign? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local LA Verizon store today, and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person receiving the deal. Additional terms apply.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
We're all here. We're all ready to go again.
What's happening? How's your butt?
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Well,
see, come on.
Our faces are not made for YouTube.
Right, okay.
You know, other people's are.
For yourself.
I said us. Us. I'm not a you.
Right, girl?
Yeah.
Us.
Wow.
Men.
Men.
Ugly.
Okay.
Reese,
Yes.
Harry.
Good save.
Rudy.
Good
Rudy.
save.
Hey, if you are a YouTube TV customer, you need to listen to this because you could lose ESPN and the sports you love, including college football, college game day, Monday Night Football, NBA, college basketball, and more. So take action. Go to keepmynetworks.com to keep ESPN. And I do not think it's a coincidence that they turned on the lights when our next guest, Alicia Del Valle, sat down next to us.
Hey.
Now, Alicia, you and I have known each other for a long time. We've
Yes.
been friends for a long time, but
Yes.
I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. DeMarco just told me that you're the mush.
What?
Mush.
That,
No.
Yeah. Did
Okay,
you go
Travis,
to? Yes.
I'm superstitious.
So am I.
I will do anything it takes for my team to win.
Yep.
Okay.
If I go out and play great and I showed up in a clown suit,
You wear a
I
clown
would show
suit.
up in a clown suit.
Yeah.
So, therefore, we have an issue here.
Okay, first of all,
Yes.
I am not the mush. That's on the record. 'Cause if
Okay.
you say it on the radio, it's fact, right? Wink, wink.
Sure.
I am not the only one that was at both games the Dodgers lost.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, girl. No,
Yes.
you
Were you at Game 3?
Okay?
Okay. All right.
But keep going. This
Yeah.
is good. Yep, keep going.
All I know is that not joking, but joking. I talked about how I have a custom blue Dodger blue sports bra.
Okay.
And when I wear it to hike, they have won every time I've worn it.
You better wear it
And
tomorrow.
that was the
Yeah.
so that's where this is
Yeah.
coming. DeMarco's making sure that I'm going to be hiking tomorrow in the blue Dodgers sports bra.
All right.
So
No stone unturned.
guaranteed
We need
win.
everything. Yes.
Whatever.
Guaranteed win.
So, I look, baseball, DeMarco, I asked you this the other day.
Yeah.
You looked at me like I was crazy. So I'm assuming this is an athlete thing. They're all superstitious.
Of
Yeah,
course,
for
yes.
sure.
Wherever you sat in your house, listeners, however road you took to drive to work for Game 3, And for game, what would that be? Game 2. Let's make sure that we do that again for game 6 and hopefully game 7. What all hands on deck, whatever it takes, because it probably doesn't work, but it might. So let's just be careful out there.
It could only help. It could only help, and I think the Dodgers need all the help that they can get right now. Speaking with Shawn Green, speaking with Gagne, I mean, how cool is today's event?
Awesome.
Right? Legends
cool.
Attic does that. Brings the legends. But also, they seem pretty confident in the Dodgers coming back. If any team can do it, win Game 6 and force a 7 and win that, it's the Dodgers.
Yeah. Were you covering the team, Alicia, when Eric Gagne was a member of the team?
I was not.
You were
I was
not.
still,
Okay.
Because
DeMarco, take
Game
me through
over.
this. Game over, and he's such a nice guy, and he's soft spoken, and he really interesting guy. But Game over Gagne was like a transformation.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Like that, and I mean these words as compliments, but the menace, the intimidation, the fierceness that he had when he would come out there, that was not that guy.
No.
Like, this guy here is just a really nice guy. Did you have teammates that, like, the second the shoulder pads came on, like, they became a different guy? Because he certainly was.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Once I put that helmet on, I told you I was no longer human.
Yeah.
I'm hunting out there. It's different. So I wanted to see that. When I had him line up and square me up for a hot minute, he gave me a little bit of look, and then he laughed it off. But I can see what that would look like with those goggles coming at you. So, yeah, absolutely, that intimidation factor. And there's, Isaac Bruce, you mentioned that. He would flip that switch. Marshall would flip that switch. Guys are normal when they're amongst normal people, but when you get out there, it's something else comes out of you.
Yeah, the first time I interviewed Isaac Bruce, I was intimidated.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. And, yeah, he was really cool, so wise and very chill. Like, he's very zen.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
There's a lot there for him.
I had one of those guys, Dallas Reigns. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
wow.
That's very funny.
He's
oh, my God.
so nice.
So-
Dallas is the nicest.
So Dallas Reigns, longtime weatherman here in Los
Yes.
Angeles. He used to come in. My wife used to be a waitress at Islands.
Okay.
And so he used to come in and have lunch, I think it was, either before church or after church on Sundays, something like that. He used to kind of come in kind of regular, and Susan would wait him, and she said the same thing, that he was the nicest guy.
He's the nicest, the most supportive teammate. He's one of my favorite guys I've ever worked with in news, for sure.
What is on the side of your hat?
What's wrong with it?
Show it to DeMarco.
Uh-oh.
Over here on your right side.
What's wrong? Oh, my God.
What is on the...
It's a 67.
67
Oh,
again.
Is that done on purpose?
Is everyone going to jump around?
You gotta go like this. You gotta go 6. Is that done on purpose?
I did not know that it had that. I was replacing an old Legends Attic hat. So this was saboteurs. They put that on me.
I blame all these guys right here.
Keith. Where's Keith? Keith put it on my head.
Oh, my God.
6'7".
6'7".
Wow. Did you tour? Did you go inside the attic today?
I did.
Yeah. Every time I go in there.
It's amazing, right?
Every time I go in there.
And I go to a lot of signings, and this place is special.
Yeah,
Legends Attic is just beautiful.
You're not going to Toronto, right?
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna call in some sort of TSA violation if you try to get on a plane and go out there.
Unless
Not travel.
you put on the suit. Yes. Come on.
Well, let's just do this, you guys, right? Like, we got to do it.
Yes.
I'm hopeful. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that I'm optimistic, but I'm hopeful because if they can win tomorrow, and they certainly can, then all bets are off. It's a coin flip at that point, and anything can happen. So just get through tomorrow.
No one has said the word if yet. If they don't, then it's been a great year.
Yeah.
No one has said that.
You're
Not
right.
one person at all.
It's a lot of pressure on Yama.
It is.
But
it is.
if anyone can handle it.
Yeah, he can eat it. Yeah.
He looks like he's a pretty cool customer.
He can eat
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I love those yoga poses. What?
Dude, that thing he does where do you do yoga?
I do.
Okay, can you do that thing where he puts his hands on the ground, his feet in the air, and he's kind of like doing a half headstand shoulder press thing? Can you do that?
Not there yet.
No.
Okay.
Thanks.
Dude, that looked like a yogi. That
Right.
Was doing
No,
it.
he is a master. You see him up against the wall. I mean, even the javelin.
Yeah.
He's what Michael Thompson talks about all the time. He uses all the muscles in his body.
He does.
Not
Our
just
Michael
the baseball muscles.
Oh,
Yeah.
please don't tell me Michael does yoga.
No.
I don't
Please
think
don't
Michael
tell me
does
Michael
yoga.
Thompson
does yoga.
Okay.
I don't
But
think
Michael
so.
is a big advocate of playing a lot of different sports.
Yes.
Okay.
He says to use all the muscles.
Ride
Don't
the
just
bike,
focus.
play tennis, do all of
I
that
mean,
kind
how
of stuff.
high is that downward dog for him? He's 7 feet tall, you know? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Wow.
He's like 6'10".
6'10"?
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin Durant.
Plus he's old now. He's hunched over. So,
He's lost a few
he does-
inches.
Yeah, he's shrinking before eyes. Alicia always going to talk.
Yes.
Let's
Don't
go
forget.
Dodgers.
Let's go for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we are getting closer to Veterans Day, and ESPN LA and National University want you to nominate a hero for the Stories of Service sweepstakes. The top 3 nominees will win a pair of basketball tickets to Crypto.com. I think you know what that means. A pair of hockey tickets to Crypto.com. I think you know what that means. And a pair of basketball tickets to Galen Center. You know what that means. That's right, the ultimate basketball and hockey experience. All you have to do is share a photo of your veteran on Instagram, tag at ESPN Los Angeles, and use the hashtag Stories of Service. You and your veteran will each win a pair of tickets for all those games. If you are chosen, just post the photo of your vet, tag at ESPN Los Angeles, and use the hashtag Stories of Service. All thanks to veteran-founded National University. Choose from 150-plus programs, earn credit for prior experience, and explore tuition discounts at nu.edu. We're gonna
Custom sports bras, magic underwear, you got to wear it all.
So this baseball season is just about over, right? We got at least 1, if not 2 more games, and then we're going to start a whole new season, and there will be a new professional baseball team right here in the IE. We'll talk about that coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav, 710 ESPN.
It's still the American dream to own your home free and clear. If you've got excellent credit and solid home equity, the Loan Exchange can help you reach that dream faster. Right now, you can exchange your current mortgage for a 15-year fixed refinance at just 4.99% with no closing costs, no lender fees, no title, no escrow. That's right, no fees at all. You'll keep the same balance, lower your fixed rate, and shorten your term, helping you save tens of thousands of dollars over time. And since there are no costs to exchange, if rates drop again, you can do it again without wasting a dime. So if a 4.99% rate and APR can lower the interest you're paying right now, visit theloanexchange.com and get started. It only takes a few minutes, and the Loan Exchange can close your new loan in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. That's theloanexchange.com. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. For a 4.99% rate and APR, visit theloanexchange.com. The Loan Exchange. Smarter loans made simple.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, Sunday, November 2nd for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia or tickets to an upcoming LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. And I'm putting Rams fans on the air live from HBC after the game. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can party and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 and older.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a big step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist, our listeners get 10% off their first month. Call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after you call pound 250.
Support comes from Clean Power Alliance, providing 3 million residents and businesses clean electricity options. Southern California is our home. It's the air we breathe, the sky we share, the communities that connect us. Every day we have the choice to make a change. On every road, with every light we turn on, we can choose clean energy. Together, we power potential. Change is electric. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org/changeIsElectric.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, don't face your insurance company alone. For over 20 years, Avner Gadd has helped homeowners across Southern California fight back when insurers delay, deny, or underpay. From unlivable homes to pushy contractors, don't let fine print or insurance games decide your future. Call 818-917-5256 or visit avnergat.com. Avner Gat, your claim, our game.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro. Like it never even happened.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check if they're going for it on 4th down before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Brian's headed to the basketball court, but he's sick of this check engine light. So he goes to AutoZone for the free Fix Finder service,
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
where a friendly AutoZoner reads the light in just a few minutes and gives him a detailed report,
No big, just a loose gas cap.
and gets him to the court with a tight gas cap and tighter defense. The free Fix Finder service at AutoZone. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
One specific request. I don't have to pay attention, care, or try.
Yes.
More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Here at Legends Attic in Claremont, California. Another great day here. We got a chance to speak with Eric Gagne, Shawn Green, Oral Hershiser. Just always a great day out here. And even though the baseball season is wrapping up, maybe tomorrow, hopefully Saturday in Toronto, there will be a new professional baseball team not far from where we are right now. We are joined by 2 women that work for the city of Ontario. Darlene Sanchez is joining us. She's the assistant city manager and COO of the city of Ontario. And Jennifer Hiramoto is here as well, executive director of economic development for the city of Ontario. Give us an update on the tower buzzers. How close are we to having the ballpark done? I've been following you guys on Instagram. It looks like we're getting closer and closer each time you guys post something new.
Yeah, so last time we spoke to you, it was on our brand launch day just a month ago or so, where we announced the new name, the Ontario Tower Buzzers. The stadium is coming along great. They just laid the grass. We are going to make our deadline April 2nd, 2026. And it'll be on Thirsty Thursday. Alan Benavida is our new GM. He was very intentional making sure that happened. So we are on track and way over budget.
Okay, well, that is very, very exciting.
That's always good to be over budget.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Don't tell our COO, but she signs off on all of it.
Yeah, Darlene, are you as happy to hear that they're over budget as everybody else?
I think it's going to be well worth it.
Okay,
right?
good.
I think it's going to be fantastic, and if we can get you guys out there as well, it's going to be
guaranteed. Yes.
This may come as a surprise to you. You do not have to ask me twice to attend a baseball game.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, one time is more than enough. So kind of take us through it. I mean, the run up to it. You mentioned the team name reveal that we did, a month or 2 ago, and now we're getting closer. And obviously, it's going to be wintertime. Spring training is going to start. And guys are going to go to Arizona and Florida. Where are you guys in the planning process of having that first game in early April?
So we only need one thing to happen, and that's the Dodgers to win the World Series.
Amen.
That
Amen.
is really, that will make the difference for us between a great first opening season and an amazing one. Now, as far as the actual team, I couldn't tell you. On the city side, though, we have been very committed to making sure that the stadium is complete, that we have all the amenities around it, a youth sports complex, hotel, and all those fun things. But the baseball, I mean, you guys know more about that than we do.
No, he does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you do.
No, look, it's minor league baseball is awesome because you can, if you want to go for baseball, you can go for baseball. But if you just want to go and have a good time,
that's me. Yeah.
That's what you can go and do as well. And Darlene, I think that's what's so exciting about having something like that in the community is even if you're not a night out at the ballpark is a great night, and minor league price points are very different than major league price points. And I would imagine everybody in and around Ontario has got to be incredibly excited.
Exactly. And then that's the focus, right, on families. There's not a lot more you can do anymore as a family that's not costing so much money.
Yeah.
So to be able to have this place for the community is going to be just amazing for Ontario and, like you said, the rest of the region.
I was blown away, DeMarco, when we went out a couple of months ago for the name reveal. The amount of people that were there just to see what the name was. And obviously there were some dignitaries and ball players and stuff, but if that's any indication of what you guys can expect on a regular basis, you guys are going to knock it out of the park.
Absolutely. And our GM, Alan Benavides, he promised us 5,000. We at least had 10,000.
Yeah.
He also promises that he throws a great show. And so we have high expectations. It is going to be the best ballpark in the country, best minor league ballpark, and all the amenities to support that.
All right, DeMarco.
You got to throw out the first pitch.
You beat me to it. No, here's what I'd like. And I see Alan in the back there, so I think Alan can make this happen. There needs to be a day where we are the battery for the first pitch, and I want you to pitch, and I'm going to catch.
I'm not throwing from the mound, though.
Why not? You can throw. I've seen you throw.
I'll throw from in front of the mound. I want to make sure I get it there.
You're going to just lob it in there?
And, by the way, you didn't ask Earl about one-hopping it.
Oh, my gosh, I totally forgot.
See? He one-hopped it.
He did.
He's gone already.
Oral dirted one on the first pitch at Game 4.
And we were afraid he had his security around.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what the impact is going to be having a team in Ontario, like how that will transform that community.
Yes, and we'd love to have Oral throw out the first pitch. I think I'm allowed to do things like that, right? Thanks, Alan. And, and I got to just shout out to Legends Attic and everything that they do. I mean, they throw wonderful programs. They always have quality folks, and we can't wait. Hopefully one day we can have them in Ontario.
I've have multiple Legends Addicts.
Yes.
Let's do it. Darlene, Jennifer, thank you so much. Thank you for giving us an update on the Tower Buzzers, and we are. I can't wait to come to my first game there. We've already got jerseys, DeMarco. We can roll right in there like we're old heads.
Like we've been there.
That's
Come
right.
on.
That's
there
right.
you go.
Absolutely. No. So why do you not want to throw the first pitch out from the rubber?
Because I don't want to miss an embarrassment. Have you seen 50 Cent?
I would bet you everything in my wallet, which is about $7. Thank you, ladies, very much.
Thank you.
I would bet everything I have that you would do 1 billion times better than 50 Cent.
In front of the mound, sure. Off the mound,
it's another 10 feet.
It's falling off the mound. That's the strange.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't come way down the hill like that, right? Just kind of like right here. Like, look, right? Foot to the side.
Yeah.
Small step. Lollipop.
How about
Boom,
I catch you throw? You've done this.
You've
done this before.
I have. I did like it.
Yeah.
I did like. I was. And I'll tell you the truth. I did throw out the first pitch in an Angel game one night. I was terrified.
You should be.
Yes. And here's the thing. Nobody's watching.
Well,
right? Like,
some are watching.
Only your friends and family are watching, right? Like no one else is watching. But I felt like, I don't know how many people were at that game, 25,000 or whatever it was. It felt like everybody's watching. Everybody's drinking their beer,
Nobody's
eating their popcorn.
watching until you screw up. Then the world will see it.
I just whap.
Now, I'll catch. Go ahead.
And my buddies are like, that was high. I'm like, it was not. It was a high strike.
I tried to do it one time, and I fell off the mound.
Where'd you do it?
At a minor league game in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went and we did it, and they had us throw off the mound, and hell no.
Did you do a lot of Cardinal games when you were in St. Louis?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Opening day was a day off.
Yeah.
It was what do you call that, a holiday?
Like a local holiday?
Oh, yes, and all the streets were blocked off. You can walk through the middle of the street all the way down to Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The so-called best fans in baseball, right?
The BFIB.
My God.
I
don't know about that. I mean, look, they're good fans. Here's the thing. A lot of teams have good. Here's what I do know. The Dodgers put 4 million people through the turnstile every year. That sounds pretty good to me.
Well, you got Otani.
Well, they did it before Otani, but
yeah,
I mean, they lead the league in attendance seemingly every single season. All right, thank you once again to everybody out here at Legends Attic for hosting us, for providing us with all these amazing guests, to our friends Oral Hershiser and Eddie Alizadeh for continuing to be incredible partners of ours here, DeMarco.
And thank you, Laura.
Yes, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, DeAndre.
I think
DeAndre
we cracked the code. Just keep Alicia away from the Dodger game, and we might be.
You got to put on. You got to wear the required gear.
Ben said he's not chopped liver either.
Yeah, no, yeah, good job, Ben. Good job, everybody. Thank you to everybody that came out. DeMarco and I'll back tomorrow at 3:00, and maybe we'll do Super Crosstalk tomorrow.
You think?
A little Super Crosstalk. We'll see y'all then.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where exceptional care is tailored 100% to kids. And it's where every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one need: your child's health. Whether it's routine care or a life-saving procedure, CHLA is where families turn to when outcomes truly matter. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, 125 years of building hope and healthier futures. Go to chla.org today.
The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest fantasy game. DraftKings Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for big wins, with every possession giving you a shot at real money. Here's how to play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more stats and unlock the upside every game brings. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 is available in your state. Plus, new DraftKings customers can get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KSPN. That's code KSPN. Play just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Squirrel, win this game day with Amazon Pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you and on your schedule. Whether you're running from work, home, or straight to the